Do you suffer from FOMO? Fear of missing out on your favorite sporting event when you're away from home? With ipVanish VPN, you don't have to worry about streaming content over unsafe or restricted Wi-Fi to watch your favorite events. ipVanish VPN allows you unlimited and secure streams to all your favorite sporting events. Don't let unsafe Wi-Fi and ISP throttling stop you from cheering on your home team or favorite athletes. Get ipVanish VPN now.
Yes, everybody, Russell the West End Network. Hope you are all safe and well. The team sheets are in for the game in about an hour and 10 minutes time against Man City, and that is the team as we actually let's do it full screen so you guys can see it. So I think I might have actually called this one today. We have Areola in goal, back four, looks like, of Kyle Walker-Peters, Jean-Claude Todibo, Max Kilman. Actually, didn't call it. I didn't call it right. I almost did it all the way. 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗁𝗏 is not in. It's Max Kilman. Oh, damn. I thought I'd called it. I thought I'd actually called it all. But anyway, we've got Max Kilman, Ollie Scarles returning back to the side, as you would have assumed, back from injury, which is great to see. And then we have a midfield three, I would say, of Magassa, Fernandez, and Potsy. And then in terms of the sort of then we've got, I'd say, a front three or 2 and 1. I don't really know, but Somerville, Paqueta, and Bowen on the bench. We have got Mads Hermansson, Igor, Callum Wilson. We've got 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗏. We've got Rodriguez, Souček, Irvin, Kante, and Ezra Mayes. And in terms of how City lined up, that's how City are lining up at the moment. We have got Donnarumma in goal, Mateus Nunes, Ruben Diaz. We've got Gvardiol, Nico Riley. Then we've got Nico, 2 Nicos, Bernardo Silva, Rangers, Phil Foden, Cherki, and Haaland. Anyone of note on the bench? No, I was just seeing. I was seeing in case they put bloody. What's his face? But he's at Stoke, isn't he, at the moment, in terms of Divine Mbappe. That's the side as we look at it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anton will be doing the watch along today. I've put it like that, but to be honest, in all honesty, it's probably going to be Paqueta. I would imagine almost a double pivot maybe, and like trying to keep it really tight. That's what I could see happening. If new and here, give it a like as well, much appreciated. And also, don't forget to check out ipVanish, our lovely channel partners for the next month and a half, at least. Hopefully, if you download the QR code and become a client of theirs, it always helps us. So much appreciated. Half time as well. We'll be giving away, as per usual, some stuff. Some signed stuff, as always, we do in the West End Network. We've got a couple of James Tompkin photos. Got a photo, got a print there, and we've got a Upton Park sign signed by Phil Parks. So lots of fun stuff to give away at half time as well. But what do you think about team? Looking at the team, it's as I said, apart from the old 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗏. I don't really. The only thing I could think of is maybe because Max is more of a natural left, because he has been playing that sort of Todibo on the left, 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗏 on the right, with Scarles coming back into the side, having someone who's naturally left-footed alongside him. I don't know, but I think the front six in front of them, I think that pretty much is what we assumed it was going to be anyway. We'll do a bit of stat attack as well, because the stats obviously aren't great for today's game. But we hope that a decent... well, let me know what you think. I mean, for me, I'm slightly hesitant about the trip to the Etihad, in all honesty. But we shall see. Let me just have a look. See, so obviously we've got some more games happening today as well. What's it currently? It currently is Newcastle 2-1 up against Chelsea with 63 minutes played. Volkmar with a double. Reece James replying one back. What other games we got today to keep an eye on? We've got Burnley away. We're keeping an eye on that one. Away to Bournemouth. We've got Brighton Hove Albion versus Sunderland. We've got Wolves versus Brentford. Brentford could do us a favour there. Spurs, Liverpool, 5:30. And then we've got 2 8 o'clock kickoffs. Everton versus Arsenal. Arsenal could do us a favour. And Leeds versus Crystal Palace, 8 o'clock. Crystal Palace could do us a favour as well. So, I was, as I said, I was listening to something that Chris from Bobby Moorstand was talking about, and they were talking about the game, and he said, I hate the expression free hit because we're in a situation now, we can't afford a free hit. We've got to get, I know it seems a bit ridiculous, but we have to at least try and get something out of this game because we desperately need it. And going into the obviously the last game before Christmas and then the 27th and the 30th, we play 2 home games, Fulham and Brighton, both potentially winnable in all honesty. And I think we have to win both of those games realistically to give us a decent chance of staying up. But anything today is a bonus rather than a free hit. That makes sense. I don't call it a free hit. I call it a bonus point if we get this one today. But you never know. You never know. City themselves, I mean, I know they've started to find a bit of form, but, a couple of their players, 𝗪𝗀 and Nouri, have obviously gone to AFCONs. Obviously, we've lost, wan-Bissaka and Diouf from the AFCONs as well, which kicks off, is it tomorrow? I think it is. So, as long as, we'll go for the stats and you look at some of the stuff that we do. What we see, Pac-Man's up front is silly. Glad to see Ollie back, says GP. No mods. Doesn't seem like any mods today. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? We'll fly solo. Pac-Man up front. I mean, I don't really assume it's going to be. But I think, if anything, it'll end up being probably Bowen up front, just in terms of the way. Again, the way the team sheet is sort of laid out does sort of tend to give you. I think it's more likely to be Bowen up front. I might change that actually. And that will change during the game. 1 minute you'll have Bowen up top, next time you'll have Paqueta up top. But I might just change that just because I think you're probably more likely to see Paqueta behind, and basically almost act as another midfielder, and trying to really, really, really pack out that midfield and then balls over the top for Bowen to chase onto. Obviously up against the likes of Diaz, very good player as we know. Let me just make that quick adjustment there. We'll do that. There we go. As if by magic, I've changed it just to allay your fears, GP. I think it's more likely to be that, to be honest. Yeah, great to see Ollie back in the side, but to really, in all honesty, there wasn't much other options really. In all honesty, and he's led to be believed he's probably not 100% fit. So it's going to be interesting to see how long he lasts. If you look on the bench. I mean, there are some sort of defensive options. Obviously, Igor, I think he's left-footed. Obviously, 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝘆 can come in, and then 𝗪𝗪𝗀 can drop to the right side. 𝗪𝗪𝘀𝘁 can come in, or I don't really like him. He's not a fullback, but he could come in. There's not many options there. I think off the bench, it's not looking great, is it? I mean, I think that really shows how thin our squad is for real quality off the bench. You've got a Gary loaned from Brighton. He's not getting any games. You've got Callum Wilson, of course. You got Dino. I think he's probably unlucky not to be playing today, in all honesty. And then you've got the likes of Rodriguez, who's out the door, Souček, Andy Irving, Kante, Mayers. I would probably to see one guess not playing and then bring in a Callum Marshall or bring in someone like George Earthy, giving us someone different. There's no game changers really there on the bench. Yes, you've got Wilson who's very clinical, but on the bench there's nothing really. It's like, oh fuck, he's coming on. Kante maybe, but that's more from a physical perspective. Souček obviously has a natural, what's the word? Not flair, but he's very he has a good. He does tend to break into the box and he's very useful on both ends of the pitch. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's something which it's an area which clearly we need some help with in the January transfer window, without a shadow of a doubt. It's a very, very pragmatic bench. Is that the right way to explain it? It is pragmatic, isn't it? There's not really much else on there which is going to say, oh shit, they're going to bring on Andy Irving. It wouldn't scare me as such. But we are where we are, and obviously we've still got 3 games including this until we can actually buy some players. We're led to be believed that the Füllkrug deal will be going through. Well, not necessarily going through, so not very through to the 1st of January, but will be kind of green lit next week. So, which is probably explaining why he's not on the bench. Although Nuno did talk about Füllkrug in the press conference on Thursday and was saying, like, do you know what? Yeah, he's just been unlucky, and he trained today, and he's probably going to train tomorrow, and clearly there's no interest there with Füllkrug even on being on the bench. And if we're led to believe it's an option, it'll be a loan option, which will be about 13 million, 15 million quid. So practically half of what we paid Borussia Dortmund, in all honesty. A real sort of, one which hasn't worked there well at all. So that would then accelerate, with that being sort of green lit, so to speak, that would accelerate the striker, at least one striker to come in, whether that's Josh Sargent. I don't think it's Haji Wright, because you have to pay £240 million, whether they want from, whether it's �ᵘ𝗪 Popthik from Swansea, Promise David. There's 4 or 5 who realistically it's going to be one of them, I think. But there's going to be a lot of other clubs after these players as well. That's the thing that worries me, is there's so many others. He might as well play under 21s. You will get thumped. We will get thumped. Do you know, I was talking to after the game, the Villa game, I was doing a little walk around like I do, walk and talk, with Rusty B and Alex, and we bumped into Stato and his dad. And his dad made a really good point. It's like, it's almost, and it's a bit similar to what you're saying, GP, there. We can't afford any more injuries going into what is probably, I think, the 27th and 30th are our season-defining games. I think if we come out with 6 points, we are well on course. We're more than, it's what we need to get us back into an even keel to hopefully stay up. Whereas I think if we lose either of those, I think that puts us in a real difficult position. And if we lost both of them, I think it's pretty much good night for Vienna, to be honest. But he was almost like, with that importance, and the fact is we've only got 2 recognised fullbacks now in the squad until the AFCONs finish. It was almost like, you're right, sort of not necessarily roll over, but give them the 3 points, give them the 2-0, 3-0, and that's it. I don't think that will happen. Clearly, it's not happened. And in reality, as long as we don't get anyone, for me, it's a case of not getting anyone injured, anyone suspended, and maybe pick up a bonus point, because that's what it is, really. I mean, no one expects us to get anything here. In the same way, no one really expects us to get anything at United or at Brighton away either. I know it's a slightly different kettle of fish, but if we walked away with a point today, I think that would be an actually monumentous point for us, and would give them real momentum going into obviously Christmas, but into the 27th and 30th, because it's 2 quick games where you haven't really got any time to do any sort of training. It's literally game day, rest day, prepare day, game. You haven't got that luxury, so it's almost like you're running a little bit on fumes a little bit then. I think that's. I'm sort of inclined with what you're saying there, GP. It's like you think maybe being a bonus point situation, maybe sort of giving Kante a start, maybe giving Ezra a start, maybe, as you said, bringing giving Ørfi a time on the bench, Marshall, something a bit different. Possibly, my friend. I'm not 100% sure. The last time we did that with the cup game against Forest under Big Sam, and we've spoken to lots of players who were played in that side, and they were demoralised for years on that. It really didn't work out at all. I tell you what we'll do. Let's have a quick look at the the old stat attack for today, shall we? And as you can see by that, obviously in that side, I mean, look for the Man City side again, but there's no Rodri, there's no John Stones, obviously there's no Mamouche, there's no Anori. They're basically at the AFCONs, no Jeremy Doku as well. So, you know, there's a chink, although that number 9, who's scored 17 goals so far in the Premier League this season, next to that number 10, who's got 6 assists this season already. You know, I think the midfield, I think we could, and I like Ray Diaz. I think he's a very good player, but you know, that's where I think we can hurt them. I really do. You know, there is a possibility in that midfield. You know, those, if they play sort of, trying to see, Foden and Kurt, they'll probably play a sort of 4-2-3-1 again, or even 3 in that midfield. You know, you've got to think Nico and Rangers. And Bernardo Silva's obviously a great player, Phil Foden. But I think if, you know, the likes of Magassa gets stuck in, Fernandez has a bit between his teeth, you know, Freddie Potts, who knows? Who knows? Youthful exuberance. That's what was needed. And for anyone who has just joined, that's the starting lineup coming up for West Ham. It looks like a back 4. Although at times I would imagine Magassa or Potts would almost create a third centre-half, you know, obviously dropping back there. But Kyle Walker-Peters and Ollie Scarles coming in to replace the AFCON, Malik Diouf and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And it looks no striker, so to speak, up front. I suggested it might be Bowen, but it might be Paqueta as well, or there'll be switching between the two of them, to be honest. And a midfield 3 of Magassa, Potts and Fernandez. So that's what we're on at the moment. On the bench, we've got Mads Hermansen, Igor, Callum Wilson, 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗄𝗏, Guillermo Rodriguez, Thomas Souček, Andy Irvine, Hamidou Kante, and Ezra Mayers from the academy. So great to see a couple of academy boys. On the bench for Man City, just in case you can't see it, James Trafford, you got Ake, Silvinho, you got Kujanov, Gray, Mokesa, former West Ham player. You've got Rico Lewis. You've got Buffoni. Don't know who he is. And then you've got Heskey. So what are you thinking based on that side? I don't know. I don't know how I feel, in all honesty. Ben has plumbed all that into the supercomputer, and apparently Man City, rather impressive, Man United have a chance of winning. Man City have a 79 to 81% chance of winning, according to the supercomputer, with a draw 12 to 13%, and West Ham's chance of winning 6 to 8%. West Ham have a, say, split in the middle, 7% chance of winning today, according to the supercomputer, compared to 80% Man City, and for a what's going on there? For a draw. Frog and well, good afternoon to you. Nice to see yourself and GP and a few others in the chat. Nice to see you. As I said, if you are going to be new around here, don't forget we have at halftime some lovely bits which we'll give away, as we do every day, every game on the West Ham Network, or every game I, because I know how to work it. We have got a Upton Park signed shirt, signed by can't do it. Phil Parks signed print there. We've also got a James Tompkins signed print. There we go, from the playoffs. I remember that game. Flo was that was the day that no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. That was the day that Flo. Oh, Mickey Bubbles in the picture there. That was the day. That was Flo's due date, and I had a great seat. Great seat. I was being a chaperone for her. Was it Bubbles? I think it was Bubbles. I was being a chaperone for, and then an absolute stonking seat right at the front row. Another little bit there signed by James Tompkins as well. So they'll be giving away at halftime. All you gotta do for that is very, very simple. All you gotta do is literally just I'll put a hashtag in there, and you put the hashtag in, press the button, and that's it. That's that simple. Let's see what else we've got coming up. 2-2 Chelsea, not Newcastle Chelsea. João Pedro scored with 11 minutes to go. Yeah, obviously we're in a festive. We're going into the festive period now, and the games are going to be thick and fast. And I am. I think once we come out of, I think by the time we get to New Year's, I think we'll have a better idea, better appreciation of where we will be, sort of in the wash, so to speak. I think a couple of wins potentially, in the 27th and the 30th would put us in a really, really, really good state. But I haven't pushed the panic button just yet, but it's getting there. It is getting there. In all honesty, yeah. I'm getting a little bit nervous as each game passes, particularly for that the game against Aston Villa. That one really sort of just got me a bit anxious. We're getting into a situation now where the games are going to start going quicker and quicker. We haven't got a break now until March, and just things are starting to get a little bit squeaky bum time, aren't they? Already, which is crazy to think that squeaky bum time already, and we're only in, not even in 2026 yet. But the way the league is planning out at the moment, every point is absolutely vital. Absolutely vital. Just making up a little sign. Make up a little sign about the stuff that Ben just sent over, so it was really interesting. I thought 79 to. So anyone new, Ben's on this. He's just tapped into his supercomputer, and it's 79 to 81% chance that Man City are going to win the game, and only about 7% chance for West Ham, which is a little bit sobering. Let's be honest, a little bit of a sobering thought. As I said, at halftime we'll have the draw, but also speaking of Scottish Scottish accents, apparently Hammer's chat giving away Gio's Scottish accent. We will have Anton doing the watch along. So regardless of what you watch, whether it's Hammer's chat or the West Ham Network, you're going to have a Scot do most of the commentary. So as is the case, and there's what we got there. We'll be deep fried by Haaland. Very good indeed. We are. Well, as I said, 17 goals so far this season. Absolutely mental. Absolutely radio rental. Why is Lewis not on the bench? That's a bloody good idea. Oleandi. Yeah, I mean, it's something. I mean, we spoke about it in Hammer's headlines. When was it? Was it yesterday? That he apparently is not wanting to go out. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to stay at the club, which I think is a very good bit of PR, really. That's whether that's genuine, I don't know, but that's what his agent said. So basically, it means that he gets his. If he does go, he gets his golden handshake. I don't know. I just think looking. I mean, again, let's look at that bench, and you look at that bench, and where is it? Where is it? Look at that bench, and for me, there's just nothing there. There's nothing there on the bench, which would. There's no game changers. There's no injection of pace. There's. I mean, you've got Callum, obviously Callum Wilson, but there's no Callum Marshall. There's no pace there. You've just got a bunch of blokes. Igor, Mavropanos, Rodriguez, Souček, 𝗪𝗓𝗀, they're all about 6'2". You've just got a bunch of real lumps on the bench, and then you've got the likes of Ezra Mayers as well, and Callum Wilson. It's just not. If I was Man City, I wouldn't look at that bench and go, "Oh, fucking hell, they're bringing on Andy Irving." It's not going to really get me too worried, in all honesty, at all. And as that's Ben's. Look at me. I could talk and let's say men can't multitask. Man City have between a 79 and 81% chance of winning the game. West Ham 6 to 8%. The draw 12 to 13%. I think if we get a draw, honestly, I think we've come away with an absolute bonus point there. The chances obviously are less than, just over 10% chance of us getting a draw. But if only we could. Makes me wonder why he's playing Kilman. Yeah, I mean, that's the only sort of, I think I didn't get it 100% right. I had 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗏 and Mav play, but Mav's been dropped, Kilman's been brought in. The only thing I could think about is whether, because Ollie hasn't had much game time, whether Ollie alongside someone who's naturally left-footed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I'd like someone at the press conference to ask about 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗏𝗏, because it does seem like the team is crying out for pace, and Louis is one of the quickest players in the squad, in the club. Him and 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏, the top two, I believe, who plays for the under-21s, and he's just not getting a look. He just put him on the bench. I mean, not being funny, what's the difference between having Rodriguez and Kante, for example, and Souček and Irvin? To be honest, three of them are very similar players, and you're thinking there's no difference there. The only reason you put all three, that you bring all on, is if you're trying to lump it up the last minute to score, which is what we tried to do against Aston Villa. It didn't work. So, yeah, do you know what? That's what I was saying. I was like, a game like this, particularly with two really crucial home games coming up in a week's time, whether, it would have been useful to maybe put Kante in, put Ezra in, put Marshall on the bench, put Ërrfë, try a few things. The flip side is it could end up, if you do that and doesn't work, it becomes a cricket score, and that's not what we need at the moment. If we want to lose, if we lose, which we probably will do, not as 80% chance we're going to lose, then lose respectfully. A couple of goals, but not a cricket score, not an Australia cricket score, not England cricket score, obviously. Because that could prove crucial, that goal difference coming into the toward the sort of the tail end of the season, because that almost is a point. If your goal difference is much more superior than the team below you, that you've almost got another point on them. Yeah, or even maybe give Mads a game in goal, because what happens if Ariella gets injured today and Mads comes in? He hasn't played no football for 6 weeks, something like that, 2 months. I don't know how long. At least 12 games since Ariella, before then, even that, before Nuno came in, and then you just expect him to just off he goes. I don't know. Mandy, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Nice. Huge game for Paqueta today. No need to see him battling away in midfield with Potts. I think there is, though, Mandy. I genuinely think Paqueta is going to almost play, and they play almost like a diamond in that middle. With maybe Potts as the base, or Magasser as the base, Fernandez and the other one where it's Magasser or Potts as the two. Paqueta is almost like a 10, but almost at times Paqueta drops in and plays as a 3 behind, with a CDM behind him. Really compact that midfield, because again, if you look at the City side, that's where I think we can get at them. I know it's ridiculous to say, but I think our midfield is more dynamic, has got more legs, is younger. And I think that could be where because obviously no Rodri, and so that could be the chink, maybe. They're sort of, they're playing. Was it Gvardio? He's more like a fullback in the moment because of injuries. He's sort of playing sort of centre back and stuff. So. There we go. What we got in? Let the 3 younger. Yeah, well, yes. That's what they're doing, and you can bring in Paqueta. I think drop in. I think that's what we're going to do. They're basically going to pad out that midfield, and make it really hard for City to score. I think at times it's going to be like a 4-5-1. I really do, mate. In theory, it's a 2-horse race that you either win, lose, or draw. That's all you can do. So there is a chance, although it is a slim chance, as we said. We've got the Statman Ben stats. 80 is calculated 80% chance Man City are going to win. 7%, or say, let's be generous, 8% chance that West Ham could win, and 12% chance that it could be a draw. So, you know, there's a 20% chance that Man City aren't going to win in a 2-horse race. I've just been informed that Big Jim Baker is watching today. So, Big Jim, hope you're well, son. Hope you're well. We'll chat soon, my friend. Anton's dad up in glorious Scotland. I imagine it's fucking freezing up there at the moment. Absolutely freezing. But Big Jim is in the house watching. So, big hello to Big Jim, as per usual. Much love to the big man. As you know, we love Big Jim. City do concede, and we're not playing bad. So draw. See, Mandy's got a glint. There's a glint there. There is some glints. There is a. I mean, as you said, there's always a chance, and anyone. I mean, you know, likes of GP and Mandy and Frog and the Well and Big Jim and Anton. You know, we've been watching West Ham long enough to know it's randomly like days like this where something could happen. It just is. And it's just so goes completely. That's why you never bet on West Ham, because they are the ACCA killer. You know, they always, when you think, oh, they should win this game, they lose. When you think they lose, they're getting a big draw. There it is. We'll wait and see. Gazza's in the house all the way from the US of A. I'm just waiting on some envelopes, and I will post your picture. But you might want another one today, so I might just wait just in case. But yeah, I thought I had some big envelopes, but then Mrs. Budden took them, so I haven't got a big envelope to put in. If worse comes to worse, I'll give you something else that can fit in an envelope I've got. Poor Big Jim when England lose and all those jocks. It has, but as I said, Anton, they are a pocket of England in Scotland. You know, despite Anton's accent, you know, he'll follow England rather than Scotland. So yes, we shall wait and see. 2-horse race. We have a bit of a habit turning onto a donkey in the second half yet. Speaking of donkeys, off to see the Panto tomorrow. Oh no, I'm not. Oh yes, I am. Down the Palladium. Love it. Christmas proper starts for me after I've seen the Panto. Anyone that is in the UK, anyone under, get down on, if you can, get to see the pantomime, London Palladium. The pantomime, it is absolutely brilliant every year. We go every year, and same gags, but I love it. Jimmy will be a danger to them today. You're right, and on the counter-attack, you know, you got to think, what I would almost assume it's almost going to be like, including the goalkeeper, 8 men behind the ball, and you'll have Somerville and Bowen sort of on the you know, halfway line, and any time we win the ball, it's going to get hoofed over the top to them. Innit? It's quite obvious that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and shithouse a point out of this game. That's our job. Adam in the chat, hope you're well, my son. Good to see ya. One thing we don't want to do is score first and early. That will just rev them up. Indeed. Yes. You don't want to make them angry, do you? You don't want to make the natives angry, because anything could happen then. I'm dreaming of a summer 2020. We are indeed, as we said, with our lovely theories. Yeah, mate. We'll put it, as I said, I've got it all printed up. I've got it, and I thought, oh, okay, because I posted a load the other day, and I didn't realise that you'd want a big one. So I thought, oh, if not, I'll pick you up a nice little one to send over. Don't worry about that at all. Lived in Montreal for a few years. Didn't notice the cold. They don't notice the cold these days. Yeah, I mean, you know, I was in Lapland a few years. It's 4 years ago I was in Lapland this time 4 years ago, and it was minus 20 something. But I was really hot. I did to go out in like a jumper this thick, and then this is the new jumper for this year. Merry Xmas. Mrs. Budden gets me a Christmas jumper every year, a West Ham one, and this year's one. Finally, they've used the X for the Xmas, or the crossed hammers. Taken them. How long have I been married to her? Well, it'll be 14 years in next week. So like 16 years we've been together, and they finally used the X in the crossed hammers. Unbelievable, Jeff. I've been actually wearing a different Christmas. Someone asked me about my Christmas jumper selection. I've been for work. I was sort of, what's the word? dared to wear a different Christmas jumper every day in the office, which I have achieved. And so I've put them up on my LinkedIn. Go into my LinkedIn profile, and there is I've put them all up there every day, up there with a link to the Ironsport food banks. We've raised a couple of £100 for John Ratomski's and the food banks. So not for John Ratomski, but for the food banks run by John Ratomski. And so it's lovely, and it's quite fun, and everyone's engaging with it. It's very, very fun. Everyone's talking to each other about frogs. I'm feeling a win today. Who for? I'm in Michigan, not too far from Canada. Yesterday was -8. Last week we got to 28. Yeah, because my friend lived sort of one of them lived in just outside Chicago, and it gets that cold that they do the whole hot water thing, and it goes it freezes. I'll be stateside soon, Gaz. In 10 days. I missed the Brighton game, actually. I am in New York City, baby, the Big Apple, where dreams are made of. So yeah, I'll be there for New Year's Eve. So looking forward to that. Although Mrs. Budden has just sent me through the itinerary, and I'm going to have to poo on the plane because I haven't got time to have a shit when we're out there because we're literally fucking all over the place. But yeah, New York City. What we've got here, we need 5 points the next 3 games to equal points tally halfway in the Great Escape season. I think we need, to be honest, I think for me, the next 2, this game is a bonus point for me, but not free hit, a bonus point, different vernacular. But I think we need 6 points next 2 home games. I think we have to. I think anything less, we're in real trouble. I'm 1.5 miles from Chicago. I do like Chicago. It's my kind of town. That's where I would live. The Windy City. Yeah, that's where I live because I like in Chicago. It's like Manhattan, but sort of like city, sort of downtown, but dialed down to about 7. Whereas Manhattan is just like shit. And in the summer, it's lovely. It is lovely in it. Went to a lovely steakhouse in Chicago. It was a kosher steakhouse, and it was ages away. And it was so expensive, but I didn't pay my boss, who's Jewish. He takes us, but we always go to kosher places, which are always so expensive. Or we did. I don't work there anymore now. It's the damp that gets you. -8 shorts weather has to be shorts and flip flops. Surely will be a windy city if Russ doesn't poo. New York City, baby, the Windy City. Yes, I'll have to just do it on the plane, literally or waiting for the flight. But I'm looking forward to that. Myself, Mrs. Budden, Flo, and Joe's niece going out there. So it's gonna be fun. Lots to do. Lots of pizzas, lots of slices as always, and checking out a few shows when we're out there as well. And obviously ring in the new year. Joshua, hope you're well. Joshua Green Moth. Hope you're well, mate. Nice to see you. East London reminds me of Chicago. I love it. Yes. And that sort of downtown where you've got the river and either side, that walkway, from like Navy Hall. There's a big convention centre at the top. So that's where we used to go for our conventions. And you walk down, it's like that. I love that bit. Just with the bars either side. Good to see. Good to see. Let's get some predictions. Just over half an hour until the mighty Hammers take on Man City, the Citizens. That's the full squad there. Just so you've got a chance to have a look through it yourself. Let me know what you think. As I said, Walker Peters. The only was 3 changes. Kilman in for Mr. Mavropanos, and obviously Carl Walker and Ollie Scars in for Wan-Bissaka and Diouf. On the bench, not great. You got Mads Hermansen, Igor Wilson, Mavropanos, Guido Rodriguez, Thomas Suchek, Andy Irvin, Mohamedou Kante, and Ezra Mayers. This is how Man City are lining up as. They're lining up with Donnarumma in goal, Nunez, Diaz, who we got? Gavardio, Nico Riley, another Nico, Bernardo Silva. We got Reindeers in time for Christmas. Phil Foden, Cherky, and Erling Haaland, I've heard of him. Only 17 goals so far this season. And just to allay your fears, this is the supercomputer predictions. 81% chance of Man City winning. Okay, let's be generous. 13% chance that West Ham could draw, and an 8% chance that we will be victorious at the Etihad. Let's go through some more comments here. Mandy's gone for a Spanish twin. Juan. Someone said that, and I've used it ever since. So that's my. So you got Desmond Tutu, you got the Spanish twins. Juan. So you've gone for Juan. What's people? We're already doing them. Let me know next time you're in Chi-Town. Take you out for a deep dish. At Pizzeria Uno. That's that one, isn't it? On the corner, on the just off the main street, isn't it? Pizzeria Uno. I know my pizzas. 6-0 losses, GP. That'll be exciting. Honestly, I don't have much confidence today, and I think I'm not alone in that. 3-1 to City. 4-0, which means we'll win. It is Bowen's birthday today. He is the birthday boy. His birthday is today, and the club actually put a happy birthday. He must have done that, but do you remember, what was it? Was it one in was it Man City? Wasn't it? There was someone who had a moan up. Was it Yaya Toure had a moan up, didn't he? Let me just say how old he is today. Is he 30? Is Bowen 30 today? No, he's 29. 29 today. 29 today, and never been kissed. I feel. Kilman and Scars will be exposed. But I was thinking about this the other day. You know, one of the big criticisms with Diouf is that he's not very good defensively. And I think Ollie's probably a better defender. Yes, he did get his arsehole ripped open by Salah, but then many a fullback has done with Salah in his time. But he's a not bad defender, old Ollie is, and he likes to put a foot in. As all the academy players do. I think with some of these players at City, it's a bit like, it reminds me of the Arsenal side where they had Flamini, they had Fabregas. If you put your old studs down the back of them, legally, of course, then then you can get into these guys, and there's no Rodri there to be like the enforcer. So. I know I appreciate I'm clutching at straws, very much so. But if you enjoy this, give us a like. Much appreciated. Who we got in here? We have got Spudgy. Now, Budgy's been trying, listen, right? Budgy's been trying to change the name of Old School Hammers. And I have been adamantly against it, and everyone else has. So, Budgy's not going to change the show title. It's Old School Hammers. It will always be Old School Hammers. And Budgie has stepped down. Not stepped down from he stepped down from his high horse, trying to change it. Don't change it. We love Old School Hammers. Lou Malnati's is best a deep dish. I don't mind a deep dish, but the trouble is, right? I remember when I ordered one, and it fills you up so quickly. I thought I'd get like a medium one. I ate half of it, and that's me. And then I was totally full up. I'll be eating a lot of pizza in New York City in a couple of weeks' time. Looking forward to that. For sure. Get down to my favourite pizza spot, which is Giuliana's in Brooklyn, just by Dumbo. Love that spot. What we got here? Everyone's talking to each other, but not that old. 60s. It is. I was talking to Mark Phillips, who's the under 21 coach. It was his birthday on Wednesday when we played Sporting Lisbon. And he's 64 because he was singing the song, When I'm 64. And I was saying to him, but same thing with GP. 60s, like when I was like a kid, when I was like, I don't know, a little 10 or whatever, someone who's 60 seemed like so old, but that's not the case now. We're getting older. Everyone's getting older, living longer, and being a 60-year-old, it's like with football age now. You know, we were talking about bloody Thiago Silva, who's 41. You know, he's younger than me, but I'm still like, oh my god, he's so 41. But he's 40. You know, in the grand scheme of things, that's not old for a person. I hope you're seeing 𝗠𝗪𝗵𝗵𝗀𝘀 and Chris Newbell. Just seeing the lineup. The bench is awful. It is, Martin, and it really does. And one of the real things, the worry for me is looking at that bench. Why aren't we? We've got probably 2 or 3 players who are almost exactly the same option. So I'd say 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗖𝗛𝗁𝗏, Andy, and Kante. Maybe Kante's slightly different because he's a bit more athletic. But the 3 of them are very similar players. And you think, surely we could have maybe dropped a Rodriguez or dropped an Andy Irving maybe, and then put on a Callum Marshall or George or Louis Guilherme or Amika Adiele or someone like that, just to give us something different. There's nothing to bring on. And in terms of what Martin's saying, I'll bring up the side again, and look at the disparity between the benches. So, we've got on the bench there, we've got Hermansen, Igor, Wilson, Mavropanos, 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗖𝗛𝗏, Irvin, Kante, Meyers. Apart from maybe Kante and Meyers and Souček, because I think he comes on, and Wilson, obviously, the other 4 don't really inspire me at all. And again, if they were lining up and going to come off the bench, I wouldn't be like, oh shit, a bit scared of them. Whereas City, they've got Nathan Ake, they've got Slovenia, they've got Kujanov, they've got Gray. Is that Gray? Yeah, they've got Magassa, former West Ham player. Rico Lewis, they got Heskey. So they've got players who come on who like shit. Okay. With 20 minutes to go, that's why I think it wouldn't be surprised if one of the first signings that comes in would be Adama Traore in January, because he would come on and give you something off the bench. I'm not saying he's a starter at all, but would come on and give you something which you could then work with. If you 60 minutes, 65 minutes, say Wilson starts, then you take him off, bring on Traore and just get him to just run at people. A bit like how we should have utilised Antonio. And we could have still used Antonio in that respect, to be fair. Right, what we got here? Anyone watching Jake Paul? Yeah, oh god, yeah, that was like watching paint dry for the first 5 rounds, wasn't it? And it was quite funny because I was listening to Joshua afterwards. And he's like, "Nah, yeah, I could have knocked him out first round, but like, I just wanted to make him suffer." It's like, no, you just couldn't touch him. And then literally, Jake was just running around as you would do as the younger man, as probably the fitter man, as the sort of the skinnier man as well. But then when he clocked him, innit? And that's what was always going to happen. And he broke his jaw. See the picture? There's a picture of him smiling, and you see like his teeth in here are just totally gone into it, where he's hit him like that, and it's like you almost see like where the knuckle went in. Well, not the knuckle, but the glove. You know what I mean? So yeah, at least he won. But yeah, it was never going to be one round. I am adamant that was in the contract, that it'd be at least 2 rounds, because Netflix spent a shitload of money and they're not going to say, right, 10 seconds and you're gone. No, not at all. Never work. I really hate that. We got here. Where's my computer? There we go. I really hate that left hand side. We need a centre back is a liability, and Ollie really hasn't had enough game time, and that's why I think probably, in a weird way, as Kilman's there, because he's at least more left sided. I think if we can, if the budget can stretch it, I think we'll get 3 players in the summer, in January. We'll get striker, centre back, centre mid, and I think then we're done. I can't see us spending any more money in January, particularly if the Füllkrug thing gets greenlit next week, which I believe it will do. So that'll be sort of January the 1st. He'll be out on loan to AC Milan with an option for 30, about I think it's 15 million euros, something like that, which is ridiculous. But I'd rather want people who are wanting to play for us than not play for us, in all honesty. Which is weird, because I was really, really up for him starting this season. I thought he was going to be ready, but injuries just haven't worked, and I'll be surprised if AC Milan end up exercising that option. But he needs game time. He needs to score if he wants to be in the German squad. Voltman scored 2 today, and so it's finished 2-2. Newcastle versus Chelsea. So that will, with him going, he won't. We wouldn't let him go unless we brought someone else in. So there is that striker who we bring in. That will be accelerated next week, and I guarantee that won't be green lit, the Füllkrug stuff, until we have got secured that striker. The outcome was obvious. Yeah, no contest indeed. What's your formation? Yeah, I think so. 7-3-1, 7-3. Actually, I think it's gonna be a 4-4-4, not a 4-4-2, but it's gonna be a 4 and then a very narrow 4 in the midfield. I think Paqueta will end up dropping into that, and they'll almost play a diamond in that midfield. I think, and I think the general idea is to pad out that midfield and just not give any space at all. And then anytime we do get it, just hit it long and hope, like old Moyes football, like proper Moyes ball. I could see that happening today. Yep, indeed. Not sure this was well. Unfortunately, he had to, mate. In it, Mandy. Without Diouf and this, he was always going to be earmarked to come back to this game, and so unfortunately, it hasn't. It's not worked out that way for us. And well, at least he's fit. There was a slight worry he might not even be back for the game, to be honest. And then I think we really would be up shit creek. The only option, I mean, realistically, Mandy, the only other option would be to put in 𝗪𝗻𝗄𝗧, really, who is even less of a fullback than 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗁𝗏, in my opinion. So I don't think we haven't really got any options there. We've not really. For me, it almost seems like we've sort of forgotten about the AFCONs. It almost seems like it's like when I said to my floor manager that I told her in August that I wasn't going to be around for the 30th game, and then I said to her, "Oh, I'm not going to be around for the 30th," and she went, "What? And I was like, "Oh, I did tell you," and it's almost like we've forgotten a little bit that we're actually going to be. We've got none of our players are out at the AFCONs. That's what it seems like to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. But because it doesn't seem to be, you thought in the summer, okay, well, we've got this. You need another person. Yes, we could put 𝗀𝗏 there, but would you want to put 𝗀𝗏 there? Probably not. Yes, you could play Kyle Walker-Peters left side and maybe play 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗁𝗏 or Todibo right back. Option there as well, maybe. Don't forget to give it a comment, share, or like as well. Also at halftime, we've got some bits to give away, as always. A signed Upton Park train photo signed by Phil Parks and a couple of bits from JT. Got a nice signed by him for the playoffs, and one with all his shirts. I think that's one of Reese's pictures on. So that'd be good. What we got here? There was a lot of hugging in the fight. There was a lot of falling over that fight as well. He spent half the time on the floor, but not even being hit. There we go. No time like the present. I'm glad he is, in all honesty. That's what I thought. I thought there was but I mean, funny, Guilherme's not even on the bench today. So clearly, although that might have been an option, that was under Potter, and he just don't rate him, because you think surely you would not pay. You'd have Guilherme on the bench just to bring in. People say even George Earthy, but I think Guilherme is even a step ahead of George in the pecking order. But he's not even on the bench, and particularly with Fulkrug not being on the bench, just mental. There we go. Budgie and Kieran's 1,000 giveaway show. Impressive. That ain't going to happen at all. We give away the prizes here. But yeah, what we've got just over 20 minutes. Do we have time for a quick tenable? Lol. No. We won't do no games today. Although we might do one next week. Maybe. I have to think about it. It's Christmas and all that jazz, isn't it? So whether we got time to put something together as a little quiz, maybe. I'm not picking on you, Buzzy. All I'm doing is doing what's right. What's right, and what is right is keeping it old school. Not changing it. Not picking on you. Just keep it old school hammers. It's simple. Absolutely simple. Good to see. But yes, as I said, also don't forget to check out, if you want, particularly now with Christmas, all the Christmas movies. Some on like one channel, some's on the other, some's on a different country's Netflix. If you download that QR code there on the screen, there's a description. I'll press the link in the description below. ipVanish, they're our channel partners for the remainder of this season, and hopefully next season as well. The next couple of months at least, they're going to be working with us. Download the QR code, and you can get your VPNs, which is a really good VPN. I use it all the time, for 83% off. Absolute bargain, particularly when we're cutting back for Christmas. Doesn't matter about cutting back in your VPN. 83%. And also it means that if you're watching the game on a dodgy site, You can have like it says you're somewhere else and means you're sort of computers all is all combined and all okay. That's what's good. We'll also have and actually it will help. And I think there's like so my brother's got it as well. He was telling me how good it was the other day as well with him and his stick. I can only imagine Glenn is showing nothing in training considering how much he cost us. Well, you thought that the stars would have aligned somewhat with, he's Portuguese, he speaks Portuguese, and Nuno speaks Portuguese. And when you watch them on telly, on the sort of the training videos, you saw that actually, he would talk to someone in English and then he would talk to Louis in Portuguese, but it just hasn't worked. Just hasn't worked. And I don't really get why. Because, he's, for me, there's a very good player there. And, you don't play for Palmeiras if you're shit. And being such a young age as well. Look at some of the players who have left since Hendrick, Estavio, they're sort of around the same time as Louis. He was part of that group, probably the third out of those three if you rank them all. But it's just like, not like where's Wally, it's where's Louis. It really is. It's so bizarre. I just don't get it. And then he comes out yesterday and says that he doesn't want to leave the club anyway. He wants to fight for his place. So try and fight for it. So give him a chance and let him fight for his place, mate. That's all you got to do. But it's the curious tale of Louis Guilherme, for sure. It's a very strange one. And I don't really understand why, in all honesty. Fresh Fielder, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. Hope you are all good. Old School Hammers, Christmas Eve, 10 o'clock. You're doing the Christmas Eve show, okay? Budgie's down. Christmas Eve show, Old School Hammers. There we go. You said it now. Which would actually be Christmas Day for Budgie. Yeah, for Kieran, it would be. But there we go. We'll be on Santa Watch, by the way. He's going to be tracking the sleigh for me. Yep. They're going to... I've heard already for the grapevine that show will slay, as the kids would say. So, yeah. Good luck. The Christmas Eve. Look forward to it. Already. It's done. There we go. It's official. We have the Christmas Eve show on West Ham Network for Old School Hammers. Of course, yeah, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Of course, yeah. It makes perfect sense. I thought it was a bit strange you can do a show in it, but it is Wednesday. Yeah, I might even jump on for that. Maybe we'll do like a quiz. Maybe we'll do a quiz. We'll talk about it offline. See if I don't because it's a bit. Christmas is a bit easier now when your daughter's 13. In all honesty, a lot easier than it used to be. It'll be scheduled by 6 p.m. Yeah, indeed. Guilherme's strange. He can't fight for his place. Don't even play for the U. So yeah, because he wasn't even playing under 21s last year. I think he only played one game for the under 21s last year, which was the Premier League Invitational Cup. So yeah, it didn't really work, did it? It didn't, and you would assumed. I mean, look at this. The total reverse is someone like 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝘁, who's basically been playing. Last year was on loan, came in, played on 21s, and obviously he's been showing a lot in training, and he's been promoted into the first team sort of squad, and he's on the bench again today. So, which is possibly the way to do it, And although we didn't pay £25 million for him, and that probably is. The worst thing that we could have done was pay that money for him. I think we hadn't paid £25 million and was 10 or whatever. Then I think the development into the first team from the academy would have made more sense. But I think it was the price tag basically fucked him up, to be honest, which is a shame because he's a nice bloke as well. He's a nice boy, and I still think there's something there. I genuinely believe there's something there for him. I generally feel that there is a good player there, but yeah, just not working. Yeah, just don't get it. Do not understand it in the slightest. But hey ho, as I said, I think despite the fact that him wanting to stay, I think he will go, and he will be. Because realistically, you look at all the players that he could be selling. Rodriguez. We could be selling Guilherme. You could be selling, various others, full crew. He's the only who could probably command a decent amount of money. By decent, I mean like, like 15 million. It's decent for us. I know it's not 100 whatever million that Declan Rice went for, but I just feel that there's definitely something more that we could be doing with him. But he could, I mean, if we're led to believe probably about 50, 60 million quid to spend in January, particularly with the women's, injection via Monarch Collective. You just think that, or even as a make weight for a player to come in, we've been linked to a lot of clubs, lots of sides in Portugal for players, and Portugal is one of the areas teams who are interested in Louis. I just don't get it. What have we got here? Budgie likes it. There we go. What we got? Fresh, sponsored by Stana Sterling. Very good. Don't understand why Louis isn't even playing with the 21s. Well, I think particularly now where you've got a situation where you've got, we know that Finn Herrick's training with the first team. We know Ezra's training. Erdris, when he's I think Ezra had a bit of a knock recently, but Erdris, Kante, 𝗪𝗙, Marshall. You could think actually if he could potentially do the same thing again, he could train with the first team and then get released into the 21s. If he's not on the bench, you might as well put him in the 21s at the moment. I totally agree, Gaz. Gaz has been a member for 35 months, almost 3 years he's been a member. And he's very kindly gifted 5 West Ham Network memberships. It's very kind of you. What we might do, maybe on Christmas Eve, we might do like some draw. Might do like a special Christmas draw for our members. So we've got a few bits I want to, which are a bit more special than maybe I'd give away for a halftime show. Yeah. Maybe. We shall wait and see. Right, let's see what we've got here. So, it's very kind of Gazza indeed. So, a few people, I think Frog's got one, and I think Budgie's got one as well, which is very nice of them. What we got? Just over 9 minutes until kick-off, my friends. Oh, I don't know how I feel about today. It's one of those games where I'm kind of not up for it, but I just like the randomness of West Ham. How something could happen. It could happen. Whether it will do is another thing, but it could happen. And if it did, I'd be all for that. All for that. Could have spent that money on beer. He could have done, but he didn't. He spent it on lovely little channel memberships for you guys. Bowen scores in the second minute, says Budgie. Well, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be lovely. Obviously, Jared Bowen's birthday today, so that'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice if he scored a goal on his birthday. Very sweet indeed. As long as it's not an own goal. Mine's my own. I know. Sorry, Frog. Sorry, Frog. Yours wasn't given. I know. Yours wasn't received. I do apologise profusely. Absolutely profusely. I'm just trying to sort out my thing in a minute. I've got beers in the fridge. There we go. Bowen to score in the 20th minute. City will be on it today, and they will knock the Gooners off top. Yeah, that's the thing. If City do win, they sort of it means Arsenal. I don't want Arsenal to win. 2-2 today. Yeah. I think a Desmond. No, as I said, I think the best one for me is 𝗠𝗏. 𝗠𝗏, the Spanish twins. 𝗠𝗏, perfect. I'm looking at City's bench and our bench is better. Do you think so? I genuinely don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I think ours maybe experience wise, but I think they've got real game changers on the bench. They've got players who can come on and do a really good job for it. I mean, I think that's the issue for us. We haven't. I hope we don't drop back. Oh, we will do. Don't worry. It's going to be like, as I said, one up front, the rest all behind the ball. Don't worry about that at all, Mandy. It's going to be a war of attrition today. That is for sure. I guarantee it. A war of attrition. 7 minutes to go until kickoff. As I said, I believe Anton's coming. If not, I'll have to see what I can do. That might feel a little bit. Yeah, I mean that's it's a good thing if City and then it meant West Ham weren't. Yeah, I think that would do me okay. In all honesty, Just trying to sort out my feed at the moment. But yeah, with City, City going to top of. I had all my Arsenal friends. Oh, can you win on Saturday? Do you know who we are? Do you know who we are? It's not going to happen, my friends, in the slightest. As you said, we've got the stats. Statman Ben has done them already. There is a stats, you haven't seen it. There is a 81% chance. We'll go in the middle. 80% chance that Man City will score. There is a 12. We'll go say 13. I'm being generous. 13% chance we could draw, and there is a say 7% chance that we will lose today. So there we go. So it doesn't look too good for us, in all honesty. Let's be perfectly frank. Doesn't look great at all. Let's go out here. What we got there? Some new people. Marla Simmer, welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm just trying to see if I can get my bloody thing to work. It's not working, man. Game aside, who in the championship is a player who'd like to see us come in? Sergeant, I want Zan Zipotnik. I want Zan Zipotnik from what's name? From Swansea. Because if he's the guy that Max Hahn wants, he's the guy that I want. Yeah, that'll do me. It'll be a very hammerish thing for us to win. That should be in the Guinness. That should be hammerish. That is very good. That is exactly the right way to. It is very West Hammerish for that to happen. Better odds. Wolves will score 5 and lose 3-2. Can we play 2 goal? Can we just play rush goalkeeper? I'd go for Zap Topnik. He's got a great name, isn't he? He's got a great name, and he reminds me of what's his face of what's him name's gone completely. Mitrovic. Yeah, Mitrovic. That's what he reminds me of. He's got that Mitrovic way about him, and I love that. Oh, so I'm trying to sort out my phone at the moment, just in case Baker don't turn up. Yeah, no, Mitrovic, and I just think we're not going to get. I mean, Hadj, as I said, they want 200 and something million. They want 150 plus 80 if they don't go up, and another 20. It's just not going to happen, my friends, at all. So, and I think you'd probably get Zan for better money than Josh. He's younger as well. So, thoughts on Lingard? No. No. Can't see it happening in a month of Sundays. That ship has well sailed. Although Anton made quite a compelling sort of argument at the show he did with Statman Ben the other day. So I think he made quite a compelling argument. Zipopnik is a name I told the scouts. Is a name I told scouts 2 years ago when he was released. When they went into administration recruitment team, said no. Well, it's a different recruitment team. Two years ago, we didn't have Maximilian Hahn and Donnell. So there we go. I think there's some good players hanging around at the moment. I think there's some good players. So we'll wait and see. As I said, we've got plenty of. We haven't got plenty of time. We've got 10 days until that all happens. Now again, when Anton comes on, or there will be a slight delay for me. The players are in the tunnel at the moment, so there will be a slight delay. And I'm sure Anton will probably have a faster connection than me. Yeah, I know. But the thing was, Dylan didn't have the same pool as he does now. 2 years ago, he's now Max's number 2. So yeah, but Adam's always there. But Adam again is a different position for him as well. In honesty, so yeah, it's they've all sort of gone up a step since Tim Stardom was in there, and they all became much more integral parts. So and not so run by top people. We need a Cresswell in our team. We do indeed. Hope they don't target Ollie. Well, I think they will do. Naturally, they will do. I think. So I think they will target him. But we're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. We sort of have to. Haven't we put a bit? There has been some advanced talks with Cresswell and his club, and West Ham, if we're led to be believed what was said yesterday. As I said, I think realistically, I think it's going to it's looking about 20 million quid. And I think about 20 million for Sargent, or if it was Zipopnik, that'd be cheaper. So as I said, I think we'll see 3 players coming in January, I would assume. And then anything else would be dependent on who goes and who comes in. But yes. We need a Darren Brown in our team. Yes, we do, to hypnotise the other side and hypnotise ourselves as well. Mikey, hope you're well. Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. Vitak Munich. It was that one, the guy you sent me from Mallorca, wasn't it? 22 seemed cheap. Would have been cheaper last year if we got him, in all honesty. It's just I think it was yeah, it was the guy. It was the guy he looked like okay, Anton's here. Let me bring him in. Let's bring him in and press that button and then do that.
Buzzing!
Better late than never. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. You?
Yeah, all right. We'll see what happens.
Are we ready?
I don't know, mate.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know what to expect. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I do know what to expect. I think I'm really fearful, if I'm being really honest. And I hate being negative and I hate going into games like that. But I don't feel great. I feel like Man City have been that team that have gone around their business quietly because everyone's kind of taken their eyes off of them and everyone's been talking about Arsenal so much. And then, you know, it was funny. We managed to get Dad home today just for a few hours, which was lovely. And we had Sky Sports News on in the background and they were clearly doing a segment on Haaland and all the goals he scored against West Ham. And I was like, oh my God. Oh God.
Don't surprise me, mate. It really doesn't surprise me. But we'll see what happens, innit? We'll see what happens.
Yes. If you are watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. I will be doing the commentary for the game. Russ will be back for half-time as well. And he's just gone like that. I thought he was going to say goodbye. But anyway, he's gone. So we are kicking off. Well, we have kicked off, but I don't know. Russ, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing, son? You sort it out. He sorted it out now. Right, we are here for the kickoff. So keep your comments coming in. I'll be honest with you. I turn the comments. I can't see them because I don't want you to ruin the rawness of the game for me. So I will come into it when I know something's happened and I know I can get a bit of a breather and not get the game spoiled as such for me. So there's a foul and West Ham do have the ball. I'm just getting one other final piece, something set up, and then we are ready to rock and roll. Let me see if we're Statman Ben's in the house. Fear not, my lad Arthur's just told me West Ham are going to win. Love that, mate. Love that, Ben. Good to see you, my friend. Right, let me just see if I can get... Just needs a little bit something. Fucking hell, where is it? There's there. So Man City do have the ball in their own half. That's what I needed there. That's it. And the ball is back with Ruben Diaz. Man City have the ball just deep in their area. Paquetá obviously playing in that kind of false 9 role, driving through the middle, trying to press on their defence. Man City still on the ball with their centre-backs. Sprays the ball over to the wide left-hand side. Ball through the middle. West Ham intercept there with Paquetá. But Phil Foden drops back in, collects the ball, plays the ball back to their defence as they drive forward down that left-hand side. Man City just coming over the halfway line. West Ham holding the lines, and that's something that I've acknowledged that we can do. We can hold our lines quite well sometimes, but I just don't want us to invite the pressure too much here. But Foden plays the ball out to the left-hand side. Ball's back again in the middle. Foden nearly gives the ball away. Diaz sprays the ball out to the left-hand side to O'Reilly. Ball sprayed all the way over to the right-hand side to 𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁. 𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 drives the ball forward for City. They're inside the 18-yard box. McGass is there, shadowing, but 𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 still got the ball. Fernandes So not Silva, sorry. Ball shot from block from West Ham, and 𝗠𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗲𝗀 blocks the ball for West Ham. The ball goes out for a Man City throw-in. Just Silva driving through from the right-hand side infield, just opens up a gap. He's such a clever player that you can kind of find those gaps from nothing. Man City still on the ball. Ball's played back to the defence. Again, they're just going to be happy sitting on top of that ball if they can. If they've driven over to the edge of the centre circle. Silva drops back in, but he plays the ball back over to Diaz. Diaz back on the ball again. West Ham pressing calmly against Man City there. Ball through the middle, but West Ham regain possession straight away. Haaland tries to come back and win it. 𝗪𝗲𝘀 gives the ball away straight away. And they come on the break. Ball's down the right-hand side with Haaland inside the 18-yard box. Crosses it in early. 𝗪𝗲𝘀 there and intercepts. So 𝗪𝗲𝘀 gave the ball away. Intercepts and wins the ball back for West Ham, and he's done well. 𝗪𝗲𝘀 plays the 1-2 with Paquetá. Paquetá loses it, but it does fall into the path of Summerville. Back to Paquetá. Paquetá skips by a few of their players. Holds on to it. He's surrounded by like 4 or 5 Man City players. Ball's back with Scarles to Debo. Back to Areola. So we dealt with that, giving the ball away, and we dealt with that quite well. 𝗠𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗲 out to Walker-Peters. Nothing on for him. Plays the ball into Potts. Neat 1-2 with Walker-Peters. Ball through. Bowen drops in, wins it. Drives out of traffic and wait and plays the ball forward for Walker-Peters, and he doesn't make that run. I thought he was going to make that run. Shit. So Man City now regain possession in their own half. Quite patient on the ball. Ball's back with City. Ball through the middle. Silva drops in, collects it. Foden sees the run from Haaland, but Foden holds on to it. He plays the ball out to the left-hand side to O'Reilly. Ball back over with Foden on the left-hand side. It's back with Silva, who's playing out there on the left-hand side again. Foden. It's back with Nico. Nico skips by one of West Ham. Paquetá, ball forward. Foden's in the box. Crosses it in for Haaland. What a save from him. Oh, it's 1-0. We're fucked. We're fucked. Oh, my God. Do you know what? We've done really well. Areola done so well to save the first attempt. And I've gave them a goal. It's Man City 1-0. Haaland, the man himself again, just steps up, get another goal. And this could be a long afternoon, and I don't think I'm capable of dealing with this, to be honest with you. It's just, I don't know who's not marking Foden. Foden's just been unmarked. But do you know what? Areola does all the work. He does all the work, right? And then no defenders backed it up there. Ah, Scarles, man. You need to be on top of these players here. You need to be on top of them. You cannot give them a second, and you cannot give Haaland a second. And it's a good save from Areola, but the problem is he needs his defence to do their job, and the ball's landed. He shouldn't get a second chance. He should not get... I should not get a chance. Five minutes in, 1-0 Man City. Can't be bothered with this, like, rubbish. Rubbish. I don't blame you all, to be honest with you. Ball out with Walker-Peters. Bowen drops in, but then Man City recycle the ball. It's going to be a long, long afternoon, isn't it? O'Reilly's down now, holding his knee. I don't know. Good to see you all. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a cheeky comment. You can't give him that amount of space at all. He's had one chance. He's had one shot. I think O'Reilly's injured. It looks like he is potentially going to come off. He's got a shirt over his head. And it was a decent save from Areola. But at that point, you need the defenders to do their job to clear the lines. And they're so slow to react. It's like ball watching. And the thing is, when you watch Haaland, he's taking the first shot. It's been saved. Watch Haaland's movement. Man City with the ball. O'Reilly's back up off the field and he's got the ball now. Back with their defenders. Man City back with Diaz. Oh, Somerville tries to press. Under pressure. Man City have kept the ball in down the right-hand side. 𝗵𝗁𝗧𝗏 gets in, wins the ball back for West Ham. He does really well. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏, Magasa, Potts. Todibo over to 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏's on it, holds on to it. It's good tracking back from 𝗵𝗁𝗧𝗏, who wins the ball back for West Ham. He's playing in that deep role. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏, that's fucking ridiculous. Honestly, it's awful from 𝗪𝗀𝗏. Just knocks the ball out for a Man City throw-in. Gvardiol. Silva just happily running around, collecting the ball, moving the ball about. Diaz plays the ball over to the right-hand side. To Núñez. Is it Núñez? Yeah, Núñez. He drives forward for City. Ball down the right-hand side. To 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗀𝗏. He's on his time. Left foot. Crosses it in. Haaland. I do not know how Haaland has put that in. It should have been 2-0. It should have been 2-0. We should be 2-0 down. It's just a simple flighted ball. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏. Oh my god, like nobody has got... I don't even know who that is. It's actually... Is it Potts? Yeah, nobody's... Fucking hell, 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏, man. Like, nobody... Like, defensively, we are shocking. Haaland is not even at full stretch. He's not even jumping as high as he possibly can to reach that ball for that header. Areola... 𝗵𝗁𝗧𝗏 keeps it in. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏 punts the ball forward. Cleared from Man City. Fernandez wins the ball back. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏, what are you going to do with it, son? Plays it into Walker Peters. It's back with 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏. And 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏's just hit the ball out again. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is not good. See, if you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up right now if you're watching. It really does help the channel out. So there's a like button. Hit the thumbs up. I don't know how many we're on, but I'll tell you now how many we're on, actually. Man City come through with the ball. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏. We're on 124 likes. I want it up to 200. Go on for it. Get me with 200, please. We need something to keep us entertained. 127. If you see the thumbs up, hit it. Oh, ball through. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏. Good tackle from Todibo. Plays the ball over to 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏. He's on the corner flag. Plays the ball forward for Magasa, but the ball falls to a Man City player. Oh my god, they're just skipping by us. No problem. Magasa's got the ball. Chips up over the top for no one. And Man City regain possession again. It's going to be a long old afternoon. West Ham Network team, a long old afternoon. I just don't know if I'm capable of it. Maybe I should get a rum and coke. Maybe I should get a rum and coke. Do you think I should get a rum? Do you think I should get a rum and coke? I wonder if I've got some rum. Oh, it's Christmas time, innit? Right, come on, hit the thumbs up for me. Man City have got the ball down the right-hand side. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏. Ball's back with Núñez. Skips by Somerville. Drives forward. Fernandez, but it's back with Núñez. He sprays the ball over to the left-hand side. Silva. There's so much time and space on the ball. Silva back with the ball again. Just knocking the ball around. Knocking it around. No problem at all. Diaz hits the ball into space. Fucking hell. How's he kept that in? Corner. Man City. Right, we're up to 129 likes. There's a corner to Man City. Help me get up to 200 likes, please. Come on. 200 thumbs up. That's what we want. We're up to 130. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Haaland will score 4 today. Come on, mate. Yeah, I think I'm going to get one, honestly. I don't know if I can just shout through to the missus and say, can you get me a rum and coke? She's going to be like, nah. Corner in. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's got in front of Areola, but it's gone up over the top of him, and it's gone out for a West Ham goal kick. Make it a double. Toby Sampson, mate. You don't need to be doing that, geezer. Calm down, Anton. I think you're going to see a rather calm Anton today. Look at this vibe. Look at this vibe. Vibe. We've got no ice. We've got no ice. Vibe. Vibe. I don't even know I should be singing that song. Girl, you got that vibe. You got it. Vibe. Vibe. You got that. Someone just walking by the house. I'm having a look at them running the game. Anyway, Kilman clears the ball for West Ham. Upfield. City regain possession again. Let's have a look and see. Somerville tries to drive in, but Man City come out with the ball. Ball speed over to right hand side. They drive over the halfway line. Ball forward into space, no problem at all. Fernandes does really well to win the ball back, as does Magasa and Tadeo, but they're just managing to they're carrying the ball and just skipping by our players quite easily. If I'm being honest with you, they really are skipping by our midfield quite easily. And it's always like last gasp tackles that's affecting them getting the ball. Fernandes plays the ball forward to Paquetá, deep in the West Ham half. Paquetá, ball forward. Potts over right hand side. Walker Peters, nothing on. Back with Paquetá. Fernandes back to Paquetá, back to Fernandes. Neat play. Man City try to win that ball back, but Paquetá does look up for it today. I'm not going to lie to you, he does. To Debo, nothing on. Back to Areola. Right, let's see how many likes we're on. Come on. What are they singing? We're up to 133. Really? If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, please. I love it. You're doing Christmas shopping and you're watching me. I love it, mate. I love it. Rod Stewart, second best Scottish singer. Toby, can't be that angry at most things. You're driving just now, so just ears. Well, I'll give you your ears, mate. I'll give you your ears. Oh, don't worry, we've got two Statos. We've got Stato Matt, Stato, the OG, and Ben joining forces as well. Ball's out, so West Ham throw in. I really do want a rum and coke now. I do want a rum and coke. Right, let me see what the thumbs up are like. Toby, don't be hitting thumbs up. You're driving. 135. 5 people. Come on. West Ham with the ball though. Deep in our own half. Plays the ball back to Areola. Look at their press. Ball sprayed over left hand side. Scarles. Scarles back to Debo. Man City pressing us hard. Seen the gap there with Potts. Nice touch there from Somerville. It's not really actually. Paquetá tries to win the ball back. He does. Scarles wins it back. Somerville does well. Can't get through. He's fouled. Referee blows up and gives a foul against West Ham. And it's a free kick to Manchester City. You got it vibe, vibe, vibe. Girl, you got that vibe. Right, come on, what are we on now? Let's have a look. See. 135. No moves. So if you're watching me on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, please. Anyway, Man City have got the ball deep in their own half. They drive forward with Silva. Sprays the ball over left-hand side. Gavardio. Back to Silva, just over the halfway line for City. They've, oh my God, 17 minutes into the game and Manchester City have had 5 attempts to West Ham's none. 2 of them on target to West Ham's none. 1 in the goal. City just playing little triangle balls to each other. Silva drives forward unchallenged, unmarked. It's not Silva, sorry. It was Nico. O'Reilly. Ball all the way back to Gvardiol. Diaz. Nunes screaming for it. He collects it down the right-hand side. He's got so much time and space. He drives, plays the ball over right-hand side. Cherky chips the ball into the path of Nunes. He drives forward over to Cherky on the right-hand side. On his left foot, on the edge of the box. It's back over again. Is it O'Reilly? Tries to put it on his right foot. West Ham come in there, win the ball back. They do. Bowen. The thing is, though, Bowen's got a lot of work to do if he's got to do anything to get out there. He plays the ball back into Walker-Peters. Now it's back with 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏. Sprays the ball over to Todibo on the edge of the 18. Over to Scarles on the left-hand side. Plays the ball into Paquetá. Paquetá's surrounded by so many Man City players. He does get the ball out into Fernandes. Fernandes does really well to come out with the ball. Deep in our half. Sprays the ball over to the right-hand side. That's good football from him. Walker-Peters. He drives over down the right-hand side. Just on the halfway line. Ball back into Potts. Potts forward to Bowen. Back to Potts on the halfway line. Potts holds on to it. Walker-Peters on the right-hand side. Just over the halfway. Nothing on. Back to 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏. 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏 over to Todibo. Haaland presses. Scarles. Forward for Somerville. Somerville tries to skip by their player with Núñez. Ball goes out and it is a West Ham throw-in. Good afternoon, Anton. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much, Martin. And of course I am. Thank you. If you are watching, I think maybe as West Ham drive forward with the ball down the right-hand side, Walker-Peters deep in the Man City half, ball goes out, West Ham throw in. I think Dad might be watching. So if my dad's watching, Big Jim, please give him a message. Fernandes. Bowen. Paquetá back to Bowen. Ball's just on the halfway line now with Paquetá. He skips by one player. Ball forward for Walker-Peters. It's back with Paquetá. He's won it back again. He nearly lost it there, but 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏's got it. Ball over to Fernandes, sitting in that centre-back position. Ball forward. Nearly makes its way through to Bowen, but it's intercepted there from Man City. Foden regains possession. Man City now sitting just under the halfway line and quite calm. Collected on the ball. Silva. He just holds on to it, stands still, static, nothing happening. Sprays the ball back to their defence. They drive forward down the right-hand side. Núñez has got the ball. Somerville chases. Back to 𝗂𝗏𝗂 to Núñez, cross in, blocked, and it goes out for a Man City corner. All the best from Peter to you, Dad, Jim. All the best, Jim, from Peter Chelmsford. GP gives you a love heart. Gaza says, Big Jim, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Much appreciated, team. Merry Christmas from Statman Ben. Corner, Man City. Phil Foden over the top of it. Haaland getting cuddled from Paquetá. Ball whipped in. Back post. Fucking hell. I think the Gaza does enough to get that ball out, and it does go for another corner the other side now. Gaza has done well, to be fair. Watch the player and the ball. He's all over Gvardiol. Cleared from Paquetá at the front post. I think Paqueta's done more in the first 20 minutes than he did in the 90 minutes against Aston Villa. And I'm not jesting here. Phil Foden drops in deep into the Man City half. Collects the ball. He just holds on to it. They're just playing little touches all around the middle of the park there. Nothing on. Ball's back. Núñez. Man City are just kind of walking with the ball. Nico plays the ball back to Núñez on the halfway line for Man City. 𝗂𝗏𝗂. No, Silva, I should say. I don't actually know who's got the ball. Can hear the West Ham fans proper screaming there. Ball's back with Diaz. Chips the ball forward for Núñez on the right hand side. Núñez. Nico drives forward for City. Ball's down to 𝗂𝗏𝗂. 𝗂𝗏𝗂's on it. Haaland's making the run. 𝗂𝗏𝗂 brings it infield. He's going to spray it all the way over the other side. Silva drives. Silva crosses it in. Haaland, I don't know, he's unmarked again, and he kind of glancing header, and it goes all the way out for the other side. I don't know what's going on there. Oh my God, the ball is inside the box. Man City. Scarles gets it. 𝗪𝗂𝘁𝗧 plays the ball forward for Fernandes. Decent play. Fernandes driving. Fernandes still driving. Plays to Bowen. Oh, it's Bowen against the player. Oh, it's been nipped away from Man City. I tell you what, Gvardiol done well there from Man City because I fancied Bowen if he got a hold of that ball. He'd have gone 1-on-1 with the defender. Potts. Fernandes. Back to Potts. Deep in the Man City half. 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏. Over to Todibo. Todibo spaces the ball over left-hand side. Scarles. Into 𝗪𝗪𝘁𝗧. Cuts round. Brings it into 𝗪𝗂𝘀. Big sprayed ball over right-hand side. What a great ball that is. Switch play there to Walker-Peters. Really good for 𝗪𝗂𝘀. Off balance as well. Fernandes. Potts. 𝗪𝗂𝘀. Ah, he tries that clever ball up over round the top of the defender, but the defender reads that well. Not enough pace on it, and the defender heads the ball clear. Now Man City regain possession. 𝗪𝗂𝘀 fouls the Man City player, but he's playing on advantage. Man City still got the ball down the left-hand side with O'Reilly. Foden's on the ball again. Oh my God, I'm looking at all Man City players around the park, and there's loads of them unmarked. Even on the switch side from where they are. Nico back to Fernandes, intercepted from West Ham. Bowen tries to nip in, he can't. But Foden, Silva has the ball again. He sprays the ball over. Nico to 𝗪𝗁𝗁 on the right-hand side. In the West Ham half, he fancies himself against Scarles. Always putting on his left foot. Or there's overlap and run for Núñez. Ball in, back post, cleared from 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏. I tell you what, it's not a good decision from Núñez, to be honest with you. But O'Reilly comes in, wins the ball back for City down the left-hand side on a corner flag. He brings the ball back into play. Foden back heels it into the path of Silva. Silva. 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁, sorry. Ball forward for Haaland. Hits the side netting. Merry Christmas to you, Dad, from Martin. This went up the steps, song 5, 6, 7, 8. Student baby is driving me crazy. Paul Williams, Anton, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Merry Christmas to Jim. Thank you very much, Paul. Bruce is crazy, he's driving me crazy in a western, dance all day. Romeo, lift the toe, let the line, get in line. 5, 6, 7, 8. 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 down the right hand side. Scarles is there. Ball back with Núñez. Ball through for Foden. Over on the right hand side to 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁. Foden goes down, calling for a foul. 𝗪𝗁𝗁's still got the ball though. Plays the ball back into Núñez. He plays the ball back to Rangers. Foden, ball out. Man City throw in. Oh, jeez, oh. I can't stop yawning. Man City drive the left-hand side. O'Reilly's got it. Back with Foden. In the middle there. Nico sprays the ball over right-hand side. Scarles does well, but it does find its way to 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁. Núñez. Ball forward. Oh my God, he's read Scarles well. Scarles is... it's definitely not foul. The Man City players going down looking for that completely. Oh, 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 and Bowen haven't read their move well. And 𝗪𝗁𝗁's got the ball again for Man City down the right hand side. Ball forward, cleared from 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 into Haaland on the edge of the 18. Shoots from the 18-yard box, out wide. West Ham goal kick. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeers have a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. And all the other reindeer used to laugh and call him name. Man City ball forwards. 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 back in. Oh, West Ham regain possession. Somerville. It's like a wrestling match in the middle of the park, and Somerville has just literally body slammed. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't be bothered with this. I can't be bothered. Stream's just decided to go peak tongue. The fuck is that? Oh, fucking hell, don't know how to. West Ham on the ball. You want me to sing that? Mate, I'm saying the same. Fernandes has gone down on a foul. I believe it should have been a foul. Man City are coming forward with the ball. Scarles clears, but just goes for a big wallop. Donnarumma dries out. West Ham players still down though from that heavy tackle. They were screaming. Man City do kick it out. Do you give me permission to go and look for a rum and coke? Because if you do, I'm going. Whilst Fernandes is down. Okay, we'll take a rain check right now on the what do you call that thing? The rum and coke, because I'm getting something else first. A warm winter drink or a hot chocolate. Then I'll go for the rum and coke. I've just found the rum though. And I don't think it's the best rum, to be honest with you. I do prefer other rums, but it's rum. I'm in the mood. I think I'll need it. Not that I'm condoning it. are singing Galway, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. Do 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 do. I have met someone, and so could anyone. You put the will for me when I first met you. And when I'm with my own, not enough for a moan. Boys in a day do do. And the bells on my pity was are singing away, and the bells are ringing out on this day. We're playing a greedy 16. We all know the rest decisions are 8-20 in their favour. It's not a corruption, honest. I know, mate. It's on its way. I went through, and the wife was like, I made you hot chocolate. Do you want that? And I was like, yes. Spiced rum in a hot chocolate, mate. I actually have seen people do that. Not into that, though. I've tried hot alcoholic drinks, and it's just not for me. I'll get the hot chocolate first, though. See how we get to the first half. Maybe crack open a bottle of rum. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look that good, but it'll do. Donnarumma, ball back, deep in the Man City half. Watch Man City play this ball out. Although Kyle Walker-Peters has done well. He's won the ball back. He's brought it into Bowen. Bowen shoots! Ooh! That was an attempt. That was a little bit better. Why was that better? Because we press. It's what the commentators are saying is like, you need to chase Man City. You need to put them under pressure. Our referee's always going to blow up for that. Always. A foul from Paqueta. He looks a little bit like a man possessed, to be fair today, and I kind of fully expected that. I fully expected that. Cherky. Ball back. Nico, just on the halfway line. Ruben. Is it Ruben Diaz? This ball's been over to Foden. It's deep in the West Ham half now. Foden turns back. Potts chasing the ball down. O'Reilly plays the ball forward for Foden, but Potts reads that, collects it, Plays the ball back for Areola and he clears for West Ham. Ball forward. Bowen tries to nip in there. Paqueta goes for a 50-50 challenge. Man City come out on top. Chested down from Fernandes into the path of Todibo. Scarles down the left-hand side. Nothing on. Back to Todibo. Nothing on. Back to Areola. Clears. 13 touches in opposition box from Man City to West Ham's 1. Todibo reads that well, as does Magasa. Todibo comes out with the ball. Sprays the ball. Oh, he doesn't. He cuts back. Holds on to it. Plays the ball into Magasa. He's in traffic. He's fouled. He's done well. Wins West Ham a free kick. Yes, mate. Yes. Oh. Sounds naughty, mate. Sounds naughty. Michael says spice rum and iron brew. Jeez, oh. Never had that. Ball forward from Areola. Man City win it. I remember watching West Ham Man City years ago, and I remember saying at the time, like, it was boring. I actually sometimes find Man City quite boring, if I'm being honest with you, even though they can win games. And it is boring. I'm a bit bored. I know West Ham aren't great. Football has just got a bit boring though, innit? Man City just driving out from the back, finding the gaps, playing the ball out calmly, driving forward, ball out left, Foden, Riley's there. Foden drives infield, sees the run from Haaland, blocked from 𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗍𝗂. Rangers, Magasa comes in, sweeps it up for West Ham. Does well, to be fair. Scarles loses it. Silva sees the gap. Nico. Deep in the West Ham half. Foden drops in centrally. Wins it. Ball over to Nico Riley. City still on the ball. Silva. Oh my God! Save from Mario. I do not know how the City player has got himself into so much space in our box. Reinders just, I do not know how he has got himself into so much space and he shoots. They've just pickpocketed us in that 18-yard box. Shot straight at Areola, save, cleared from West Ham. But Man City have got the ball again, recycling it with Cherky. Paqueta hit the ball out and it's a corner. Oh my God, defensively that's shocking from West Ham. Reinders just gets in between Scarles and Todibo. He's inviting the pass. He's inside the 18-yard box. He's unmarked. He clicks the ball. Turns, shoots. Areola saves. West Ham get away with that. Ball flicked in from Foden, back post. Jesus Christ, I think it goes straight out. I don't know. It's not even that. I think it's like, it's the backwards and sideways passes. It's like the teams are obsessed to have so many passes for the sake of passing. If you watch City, when Foden gets the ball, if there's nothing on, they just play like 15 passes in the space of seconds. Yep. Man City with the throw in. Magasa watches it, clears it. They recycle the second ball. Ball sprayed over. Left hand side. O'Reilly. Silva sprays the ball over right hand side. Cherky. Nunes on the edge of the 18, back to Cherky. He fancies himself against Scarles, a few step overs. Left foot, crosses it in. Fucking hell, it went over everyone. West Ham have cleared it. Fernandes drives out from deep in our area. He's lost it straight away though. Cherki on the edge of the 18. Through to Haaland. Oh my god, they're passing it in. It's fucking 2-0. It's honestly so bad. It is so bad to watch. It's just like defenders coming forward, scoring goals. Just lining up, man. Lining up. Lining up. They're lining up. It's boring. Boring. Honestly, I'm so bored. It's just like, you know what afternoon it's going to be, don't you? It's just so boring, man. So boring. Reinders is just able to take 3 touches before he shoots inside a fucking 8-yard box. Like, it's ridiculous. He's not even. He's had 2 touches before he shoots. He's touched the ball 3 times. 8 yards out. 8 yards out. 3 touches. Shoots, goal. I can't help but feel we're going to get someone sent off. Honestly, I can see West Ham getting a player sent off. It's funny, Statman. Sorry, Ben. I find the West Ham situation to be. I don't even know if it's like we're not trying. I just don't actually know if we know how to play football, and I'm not even joking. I just don't think we're good enough. I don't think we're good enough at all. Ball forwards, but they just win all the balls. We do look like clueless chickens, headless chickens. He's done well to win the ball back though. Scarles, Somerville. Ball goes out and it's a goal kick to Man City. Yellow card to 𝗪𝗪𝘀𝗀. West Ham have got the ball down the left hand side. Scarles. Ball forward for Somerville. Just gives the ball straight to Man City. Reinders. Haaland. Reinders is making the run. West Ham with Todibo. Somerville. Drives into traffic again. City recycle. Foden. Sees the run from Haaland. Todibo reads it. Plays the ball over to Scarles. Scarles into Potts. He does well. I've never been so happy in my life to receive what I've just got put in front of me. Thank you. Just show you all. I've just received a hot chocolate. A hot chocolate. That's been the highlight of my first half. Can you see that hot chocolate? Look at that. Guess what else I've received? And we're not sponsored by them. Bourbon. A bourbon. I'm going to dip it in my hot chocolate. I'm going to enjoy it. That's creamy. Cheers. Here's to West Ham. Here's to Christmas. Here's to drowning my sorrows. Together. Guess what I've got? A second bourbon. Oh my god. They're even making mistakes and the ball's falling in the lap. Walker Peters collects. Scarls. Somerville. Paqueta. Scarls. Todibo. Areola. Pressed from Haaland. Ball over. Walker Peters. Magassa. Paqueta. Ball forward for Fernandez. Man City regain possession again. Man City come forward with the ball. Nunez. Nico. Oh my god. Rania. Nico. Silva. Space ball over left hand side. Right, O'Reilly. Ball forward for Foden. Block from West Ham. Back to Foden. O'Reilly on the edge of the 18. Back with Foden. Ball forward. Walker Peters reads it. O'Reilly comes out with the second ball though. Tries to nutmeg Walker Peters. He holds on to it and he's fouled. So West Ham. Free kick. Two minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added time. Penguin is just a bourbon dipped in chocolate. You're right, mate. Be first in the league after this game. Man of the match for the bourbon biscuit from me. I can't be bothered. Honestly, it just so shit. So it's just a boring game. Like Man City haven't even played that well. I'm looking at a bench with lacking strength and depth, but I just bring the fucking youth on. Why not? No one else in the Premier League has scored either. It's good hot chocolate. Really sweet. Of course it is though. And I just downed it. Commentators just nailed it on the head. It's been a first half where City have barely had to wipe off any sweat on their head. Walker Peters has done well. Foden's come out on top though. There you go. Half time. Half time. Half time. Half time. How did I reset that? Russ. Do you want to know the highlights of me for the first half?
Sounds like the hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate and the bourbon, mate.
Oh,
the hot chocolate and the
chocolate.
bourbon. I'll be honest with you, Russ. That was like, that was worse than torture. And it wasn't even the fact that Man City played well. Like, I just think Man City are actually think this is fucking easy.
They're in second gear.
Yeah, they are absolutely in second gear, and we're in fucking panicking mode, and we can't cope, and it's ridiculous. And defensively, Russ, like, Keelman again. Like when you're looking at when Haaland had that header and should have put that in the back of the net. Keelman's doing the Mavropanos and just watching the player and forgetting the ball and not even jumping fucking any effort. Like and Haaland wasn't even jumping at full strength. I'm bored. It's a boring game. It's boring.
Yeah, I mean, there was obviously the Bowen chance, which to me says that if you get at them, but we're just not getting at them.
No.
I'm just getting at them. We're setting up to come away with a draw at best, and we're not going to get anything out of this game now.
Note we are. I'm going to hand over for the half-time to Russ. Russ will run you through what we're going to be doing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and come on, you irons. Russ, you can chuck me out.
Yeah, will do. I'll chuck him out as per usual. And stick it down. All right, okay. So, everybody, welcome to the halftime. Now, let's try and get something. Let's give away some prizes. We always give away some prizes. Let's cheer everyone up. So, very, very simple. We've got a few prizes here. We've got what we've got today. We have got this, which is signed by Phil Parks, Upton Park thing. We've got a couple of bits from JT as well. We got like the playoff trophy picture signed. We've got his shirt signed. All you got to do, very, very simple, is just literally comment in the put in the thing, #comeback. That's what you have to put in there. #comeback. We're gonna draw 3 people. We always try and give you something on the West Ham Network. And we appreciate your continued patronage when it comes to watching us. There's obviously lots of other channels, and we appreciate you guys watching us. So just do what Statman Ben did. That's it, and we'll come back to that. A disappointing first half. I don't really know what we thought was going to happen. We jokingly said we thought Haaland would probably score in the first couple of minutes, and he did. And then there was like nothingness. I thought Keelman continually was giving the ball away from simple passes. He was trying to hit him. It was like a bit in the first sort of 15 minutes where it's like he'd never played it with Kyle Walker-Peters. And obviously he's playing on the right-hand side again, and there's that sort of weird left and right thing that he does with Todibo and the diags, and just not working. It's just not working. Very funny, GP. It's got to be spelt properly, otherwise it won't appear in the sting. It's just really weird. And then I thought Cherky's having an absolute field day with what's his name, an absolute field day with Volley, who's not up to the races, which is unsurprising because he hasn't really played for the last since his injury, wasn't it? So he looks out of sorts, and I think Fernandez is playing okay. I thought he's probably the best of the bunch. Freddie's getting a bit lost, but he's trying to put boots in, and he's getting a bit frustrated. Magassa, a few touches, but a few losses. I mean, Kyle Walker-Peters, a few touches, a few losses. Bowen's trying. Somerville's overrunning it slightly. We do seem to be totally dependent on that right-hand side. This is naturally because you've got Somerville almost playing up front sometimes, and then Paqueta playing on the left-hand side, cutting inside. It's not working. Right, so let's... let me go full screen, and let's share my screen, and we'll get swirling. And let's get this. This one is for the first James Tompkins picture. So can I go full screen with that? Let me just sort this out, and let's draw. Oh, I pressed the button. We're drawing it. Let's draw, and then let's put it up so we can see. So this is for the James Tompkins first picture rather, and that goes to Phil. Well done, Phil. Phil does quite well at this. Phil wins quite a few. Congratulations, Phil. Let's keep those coming in. We're going to draw it again. This is for the second James Tompkins picture. So well done to Phil. Next one coming in. Let's see who's going to be. Who are we going to get? And Frog in a Well. Just as he hit the comeback. Frog in a Well. Well done. So you've won one as well. And lastly, the Phil Parks picture. Who's that going to go to? That is going to go to... Goes to... Marla Zimmer. So Phil... Phil Emery, Frogging a Well, and Marla Zimmer. If you can email us your... Because we get so many emails. We get so many emails all the time. So if you can email us your postal address at westhamnetwork@gmail.com. I'm not promising you'll get it before Christmas, but I will do it in the betwixt and get it out there. But obviously, all the post gets fucked, doesn't it, during the summer, during the winter, during Christmas. So congratulations to you all. Now, in the comments below, please give me your one-word halftime analysis. I'm sure we've got plenty of interesting words that can be used. One-word halftime analysis, please. And also, if you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share. Don't forget to check out our friends, our lovely friends at ipvanish. If you're finding, maybe you can't find the link, or you're trying to look for a feed, a dodgy feed from somewhere, get yourself protected, ipvanish. And also, what I've noticed is Christmas videos, Christmas movies. You know, I really wanted to watch Office Christmas Party. Great film if you haven't seen it. Jennifer Aniston, really good film. I love it. And it was on Netflix UK, but it was on Netflix US. So I used my VPN and I didn't have to buy it off Amazon Prime. You're welcome. You're welcome. Incidentally, yesterday I watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Red One. Great films had by all. Right, let's have a look here. Next 5 games decide our season. I think the next 2, I'll be honest. I think if we come out of these next 2 games and we haven't got at least 4 points... I mean, not after today, but I'm thinking the 2 home games, at least 4 points, we are in shit creek without a paddle. That's my thoughts. Gazza's one-word halftime analysis is expected. Sleeping. Merry Christmas. Getting a new year, guys. Kozczynski post is slow. Yep, okay. Exactly. I think so. Anti-establishmentarianism, very good. Dismal. What's the email address again? I will say it one more time. westhamnetwork@gmail.com. That is the email address. Let's go for a few more comments. Tepid. Did I win the signed Billy from the 1980 Cup final? Did I win the signed Billy Bond shirt? We didn't have a signed Billy Bond shirt. No, we had one. We had one which was the 3 of them. That went to, I can't remember who won that, but someone won that. Tepid, apprehensive because he owns, yeah, exactly. I get it eventually. I just couldn't read it. I'm just cheering for Bournemouth now. Yep, let's all cheer for everyone else because we fucking need it right now. You won Stell shirt from Stell wasn't it the 1980 World Cup FA Cup final? Oh, good. Okay, I got confused there. Thank you. I get confused very, very quickly in my old age. So there we go. Starstruck, defeated. Yeah, it is a bit like it does have sort of sentimental. For me, Cherky is having far too much time on the ball. He's enjoying it. He's doing the flick-ons. He's doing the little lobs over the top. He's doing all that type of stuff. And it just doesn't seem... Oh, I don't know how to explain it. It just seemed like Men v Boys. It seemed relatively inevitable when we end up sort of losing, conceding. And I just can't see... I think if we come out of this game 3-0 defeat, I think we've done well. So yeah, I have an echo. Did I have an? Has it gone now? Has the echo gone now? Let me know. Overwhelmed, timid, defeated. It does seem that way, innit? It does seem it. Despondent. That's a good word. Despondent. I like that word. Despondent. Scared. Yeah, sounds about right to me. It's just I just don't get it. I don't get it. It all seems a bit. There's a slight inevitability for me. Did you see Trevor Brookins scoring a worldie on this morning? No, I didn't. Was it on telly? Waste of opportunity. Play Kante. I mean, now you got to look at it, and you're probably right. Is it worth? Do we call this whole thing off and give someone like Kante, give someone like Mayes like 45 minutes? Great experience for the lads. That's why I would have loved to have had something different off the bat. Louis Guilherme or someone, or Earthy or Marshall, someone different. I mean, man, I was better to say it. Does Mandy take off? Does take off Paquette and put Wilson on? At least can drive down the right. We just seem this sort of false nine means we haven't. I don't think we've really exploited anything really in that wing play. And I think you've got in terms of a chink in Man City rather, you've got both their fullbacks aren't really recognised fullbacks. We've got two very good wingers, but we're not using those wingers. So I would agree. I would take off one of the midfielders, bring on Wilson, and then play Bowen on the right, and then play Somerville on the left, and just have a go over it now. The kids not being, well, they could be. I think that's the issue. The thing is that now you're looking at if it's a cricket score, that would really fuck us up at the end of the season potentially. Take off Kilman, put McGass centre back, bring on Wilson, possibly. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I think Kilman's having an absolute mare. Absolute mare. What's the point in playing Paqueta if we can't get out of our half? Well, I think the idea of playing Paqueta is he's almost like another midfielder, isn't it? One goal. I'm just looking at Haaland's numbers at half-time. 1 goal, 1 assist, 5 shots, 2 on target. And he's run 5 kilometres. If anyone's interested in that. 5 kilometres he's run. Well done, Erling. Congratulations to you, my friend. Absolutely, it is men v boys in the truest sense. And I just... What they got? They've got... Rangers, and he's got a 90% pass completion. He's run 6 kilometres, 28 touches. He's played very well. Good player, Rangers. I like him. 4 midfielders, 2 wingers, and 0 up top low. Exactly. Kilman's shocking. Scarl's a little out of depth. I think the choice of Scars is who else do we put in their position? At the moment, we haven't got another left back. And even the guy on the bench, Ezra Mayes, isn't a left back, and he's even less experienced than Stars. I think we're stuck between a rock and a hard place in terms of that right left hand side. Luno out now. He got us relegated after the Leeds and Brentford games. Brady, Sullivan, and Nuno get Carrick in. Scars has no help with Jimmy, and as a result, it's looking exposed. I think also Scars isn't being helped with the way we're playing the system as well, because normally if you play the 4-2-3-1 or sort of 4-2-2-1 type thing, the left hand's winger will back up the left back, and the right hand winger will back the right back up. And unfortunately, they haven't got that. Now, Kyle Walker-Peters is experienced enough to be able to work with that, but Ollie ain't at all. So yes, trying to see if there's any subs. Give the youngsters a game. We aren't good enough, and City are too good. So experiment. Do you think his name is Rude? It has to be, and it has to be. Doesn't look like any subs at half time. Pep went off really unhappy. Don't look like it at half time. Any subs as such for either side. Let's go get a draw, says Marla Zimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer. But yeah, it's just frustrating, isn't it? Because you think, I think we could. I genuinely think we could have given these a game. I really did, particularly that midfield and exploiting the fullbacks. Yes, they are. City aren't fully. The scary thing is they are not fully fit at all. They've got a number of players out of AFCONs and stuff like that as well, same as we. But they're not invincible. They really aren't. But we've made them look like absolute world beaters. By poor, and we've kicked off for the second half. Just poor decisions. Yeah. Okay, I'll bring Antonin back in. If I do, what's the best way to do it? Is do it like that. Bring him in. There we
Oi,
go.
oi! Oi, oi, 7 eyes! Guess what? No substitutions. No substitutions! But guess what I have got? Glass. It's a glass. What's going to go in the glass? Rum. Rum. Some Coke. Let's get wired in about this, lads. Let's get wired about this. Yes. Oh, I don't have ice, but I've got a cold Coke. I'm laughing because I know people will find that comment funny. I love a bit of rum and Coke. Keep you updated when something happens in the game. Don't you worry. You will. There's that cheeky noise. West Ham are pressing. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh. Somerville does foul Man City. Oh, that's really, really good. That's really good, by the way. Oh, that's lovely, mate. Oh, Somerville! Oh, shit! Save again! Fernandez! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Donnarumma's, like, saved Man City twice in a row there. An error, Pot snips in. Somerville skips by one, passes it in for Bowen. Donnarumma. Pot, save again. Fernandez over the bucket. Barf. Cut up. I might put it on actually. Here comes Manchester City. Ball through. Oh, God. Walker Peters. What's he giving a foul on? About 20 yards out for Man City. Was good saves from Donnarumma. Dominotti. I can't help myself. Comes a free kick coming in from Man City players lining up over the free kick, 25 yards out. So, Cherky, oh my God, the player at the back post was just unmarked. Reinders. Just, was it Diaz? I don't even know who it was. Just completely unmarked. Two players. Diaz, just fully unmarked. Should have done better with that header. Paqueta drives forward for West Ham. Man City drive at West Ham again. Reinders skips by one. Well watched there from Scarles. Magassa. Paqueta up over the top of the defenders for Bowen to chase. He's never getting in front of Diaz there though. Diaz plays the ball over to O'Reilly. Scarles does well again. Ball's back with Areola. He clears from the defence upfield. Somerville wins the header, heads it into the path of nobody. If you are watching, hit the subscribe button. If you are new around here, my name is Anton. This is the West Ham Network. I'm giving you the matchday live commentary, watch along, whatever you want to call it. West Ham are at the Etihad. Manchester City, 3 p.m. Saturday kickoff. Manchester lead 2-0. Thanks to goal from Haaland and Reinders. Ball's with Manchester City deep in their own half. Ball's cleared into the path of Haaland, who finds it with 𝗪𝗀𝘀. Just kicks it to nobody. 𝗪𝗀𝘀 does win the ball back, though, to be fair. Shields the ball. Pulled down. Free kick. West Ham. Kilman ball watches too much. Doesn't pick up players. 100 million gazillion, _%. This is like watching one of them sneaky horror films when you've fallen asleep. 100 also %. Yes. What is the referee blown up for? Offside. And I can't help myself. Oh, whoa, whoa. Caught up it. I tell you what, I'm going to ask you a question, right? When you watch, right now, Saturday, 4:10 in the afternoon, what are you drinking right now? Tell me what you're drinking. Put it in the comments, please. Let me know. So I've had a hot chocolate, but now I've joined the rum and coke. Malarkey. What's your choice of drink as Manchester City come towards West Ham's half? Again with the ball. Ball down the left-hand side for Man City. Crosses it into the box. Cleared from West Ham. Bowen clears it to nobody. Is he? Is he playing all right, English Hardy? Having a Jack and Coke. I used to be a Jack Daniels guy. Don't mind it, but I don't love it. I can't do it anymore, Ben. Just a Coke Zero. Yeah, I do like a cheeky Coke Zero. It's 11 a.m. It's drinking water. I do have my water here. I've got the motivation to get up and make a hot chocolate. I've got my water. I've had my hot chocolate. I'm on my rum and coke. You're drinking right now. Oh, hold on a minute. Brighton v Sunderland. Let's see what's happening. Is there any excitement there? I think West Ham Man City game's the only one that's got a goal in it. What a save from the keeper in the other game. Drinking right now. Coffee with custard cream biscuits. Oh, how many, Mandy? Hot lemon and honey. Oh, West Ham on the attack. Oh, Bowen! Oh, it's in the side then. Oh, there's like little snippets of things that are kicking in, but there's no structure to our game really. It's just we've had 2 chances now in 8 minutes. We're creating something from nothing. You want to come say hi? Right, everyone. I've got someone special, and this special person has come from Gotham City, and his name is Batman with funny fingers. Say Batman.
Batman.
Say, come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.
Say, sort yourself out.
Sort yourself out.
Say, West Ham.
West Ham.
Say, West Ham are the best.
West Ham is best.
Say, hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Say, oi, oi, Savaloy.
Oh, somebody.
You okay?
Yeah.
Bat Joey. That's what they're saying in the chat. Bat Joey. Right, come on, you go, Batman. You go. Where you going now? Ugh. Foden. Haaland on the edge of the 18. Cherki's got it on the edge of the 18. He's inside the box. Oh, God. They're trying to pass it into the back of the net. Oh, Man City coming on the attack. O'Reilly. Oh, my God, Foden. Magassa steps in. Fernandes wins the ball. Bowen. Paqueta. Somerville's made the run. He's played the ball through for Bowen. Bowen. Onto his right foot. Shoots. Ball just goes wide. Oh. Picking it up a little bit. Oh, he's done well, to be fair, Bowen has. And it's a great ball from Paqueta. That's 3 chances now in 10 minutes. 3 chances in 10 minutes. Here comes West Ham again. Paqueta. Bowen on the edge of the 18. He's going to shoot from right foot. Blocked. Much better from West Ham. Had a decent spell this last 10 minutes. Need to make the most of it. Paqueta does win the ball back for West Ham. Somerville. Oh, he's offside. Nice bit of momentum switching here from West Ham. Piling the pressure on. You can see us pressing now from the front a little bit more. A lot more. Making Man City play the ball. But there you go. First half attempts from Man City 9 to West Ham 0. Second half West Ham's 4 to Man City's 1. We're definitely further up the field though, but Foden's got the ball down the left hand side. He plays the ball into O'Reilly's got the ball. Man City come down with the ball, left hand side. O'Reilly. Foden. Cleared from Scarles. Gonzalez. Silva. Oh! Ball up over the top from Nico for Haaland to chase. But the ball goes towards Areola. Paqueta plays the ball into Somerville. Somerville loses it though. Cherki into Haaland. Good interception there from Fernandes. Potts. It's much better. Fernandes. Keelman sprays it out to Walker-Peters. Fernandes drives in field, cuts back, fouled. Referee's not going to blow up. Man City recycle, halfway line, ball through the middle. Cherki sees the run from Haaland. Scarles reads it. Ball out on the left hand side for Paqueta. Somerville drops in, back to Paqueta. Somerville out on the left hand side. A lot of blood bodies there. Paqueta on the halfway line. Somerville's made the run, but I just thought he should have played that earlier. He's got the pace to beat him. Bowen drives into a load of traffic, still holds on to it. Plays the ball lower, left hand side. Scarles halfway line. Paqueta goes early with Somerville. Can't get it up over the top of their player, and they recycle, and then bang, City have got the ball. If that ball was a lot better from Paqueta, it would have been up over the top of the defender. Somerville was gone, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Oh my God, I seen that run from Haaland a mile away. Tadebo's read that well and won the header. Scarles. Paqueta plays the ball forward for Scarles. He goes ahead and around the player. Scarles tries to get around the defender, but he can't. He's unlucky. But I can see what they're trying to do now. Just trying to get at City a little bit. It's goalless everywhere else in the Premier League, apart from the Etihad. If we started like this, yes. Jack Daniels and Coke just having a cup of Rosie Lee. Guardiola driving into the West Ham box. Nick O'Reilly goes early. Foden. Shot goes wide. West Ham goal kick. Right, what are we doing, lads? Are we having a substitution? Lads and ladettes. A little cheeky sub somewhere along the lines. Scarles is down, holding what looks like his kind of groin area, which is not great. Just wait and see what's happening with Molly Scarles. It doesn't look good though. Just checking on Scarles. He's up. West Ham have got the ball again. Try to see where Scarles is. Scarles back on? No, he's not yet. I think he will be coming back on. 𝗠𝗔𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗇. Ball over right hand side. Walker Peters. 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀. Good vision from them and Walker Peters, but the ball's fallen to the path of the City player. The ball does go out, and West Ham are making a substitution. And are you ready for this? Are you ready for what I'm about to tell you? Because Myers is coming on for Scarles. Myers is coming on for Scarles. And I don't know if we've got... I don't know if we've got Myers in here. Let's have a look and see. And we don't. Oh, there is a goal. Brentford 1-0 up against Wolves, which will do West Ham nicely. I mean, Brentford leading against Wolves have pushed them 10 points clear of West Ham. City with the ball. City. West Ham regain possession. Lose possession immediately. Just lost any momentum. First 10 minutes in the second half, we had a bit of momentum. Doing alright. Just died of death again. goes my stream. Lost my stream. I've got it back. Manchester City making a treble substitution. And Grinders is going off. Mate. What a question. I don't think I'm ready to answer. Because if Leeds get a result this weekend, Forest get a result, like the gap's 6. The gap would be 6. This team don't deserve our fans. That's the truth. Don't. Goal at Bournemouth and Burnley. Man City recycled the ball. I'm honestly perplexed because I'm so fucking bored. Ball up over the top for Man City. Oh my god. Oh my god. Walker Peters. Oh, Haaland make it 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. How anyone... I thought Walker Peters done amazing, but he just couldn't hold on to the ball, and it's just landed into the feet of Haaland. Oh my god. So awful. So bad. So bad. Yes, you are seeing the score. Come here. You are seeing the score. You are seeing. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Why are you smiling? You shouldn't be smiling. You should be angry. Show me your angry face. You are seeing the face. Do you want me to tell them what we're thinking of doing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. So we're thinking of starting up a YouTube channel, aren't we? Mm-hmm. And we're thinking about doing reviews, predominantly food reviews, yeah? And other stuff, but mainly food reviews. So when we set it up, I'm going to ask you all to subscribe. Bournemouth have scored against Burnley. And guess who scored? The man of the moment, Semenyo. It's a decent goal as well. How am I going to see out the last 20 minutes, Freddie?
I'll be back in 1 second.
He's like, I'll be gone.
I'll be back in 1 second.
That's just so boring. Not going to lie to you, their support is awful. I've actually seen videos of Man City fans walking by the car park and there's like busloads. I don't know if you've seen it, and I don't know if you know this, and I don't know if they do it anywhere else in England, but in Scotland there's loads and loads, like every school like has got tickets to Man City games. So when my nieces and nephews go to secondary school, they once or twice a year give the kids an option to go down to Man City, and they take busloads of kids down to the games. And when Freddie came with me to a game, and we stopped off on a petrol station on the way back up, service station, there was just busloads of kids, Man City tops, like coming up from schools. There were schools. Anyway, O'Reilly's got the ball on the edge of 18. He's still got the ball. McGass is chasing him down. O'Reilly plays the ball out.
We're 18th.
Yes, Freddie. We are in the bottom 3.
Oh, at least we're not lost.
At least what?
At least we're not lost.
That's good. That's positive. It's very positive.
We're in the bottom 3, which is not good.
What?
But we're in the bottom 3, which is...
Also not good. Do you want to join me?
What?
You can pull the chair over if you want. Fernandez, no? Oh, he's gone. Man City got the ball. Haaland, Riola. Cheers, y'all. That wasn't a full bottle, no. I'm only on my second one. Here comes Man City. There's so much Oh my god. Oh my god. It's fine. Got the ball out. The bottle wasn't empty, no, full. Our referee's blown up a foul and given West Ham a free kick. No, I know. I was talking on the phone. Sorry. Paquetá, Somerville. Oh, save from Donnarumma. What a save that is! It's a great save from Donnarumma. I think it's hit off his face. Paquetá, Somerville. I will do a poll. I haven't done a poll for ages, actually. Let's have a look and see if I can do that now. And I can't help myself. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cut up in the middle of it. How do we do that? How do we do that? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. How the hell do you do this? For fuck's sake, that's not what you do. It's a free kick to West Ham anyway. I can't remember how you do a poll on this. Oh, West Ham are making a quadruple sub, and I don't think I've got the energy to change everyone's names in it, if I'm being honest with you. Where do you do a poll? What is that? No. Oh, there you go. Free kick for West Ham. Paqueta. Donnarumma. Will West Ham stay up? Yes. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. There you go. There's the poll. Let's see if I can try and do these changes. Paqueta's coming off. I think it's Souček for him. Wilson. Right, let's see if I can do this quickly. Fernandez is coming off. Guido Rodriguez. 9. I just don't understand things. I think Potts came off, didn't he, for Souček? Did Mavropanos come on? I just can't believe I've got 10 more minutes of this. Fernandez coming off. Mavropanos. I don't know who else came off. Did Somerville come off? I mean, it's not the order, but I'm having more fun doing this than I have anything else in this game. I don't know how to put the relevant players in the relevant place, to be honest with you. Back to the list. I think we've gone for that. That's not it. Man City around on the edge of the 18. Shot from distance. It's a great save from Areola. If he doesn't save that, it's 4-0. How do I get the poll back up? Let me have a look, see what the poll's saying. It's gonna fall down to the January transfer window, isn't it? In it. Corner Man City. The issue I've got with that is that I agree, I don't mind resets, but we should never be anywhere near a reset. We should never be anywhere near it, and that's why I'm just so angry. I'm beyond tired of being angry at the board. Don't want us to go through another reset. And that's why this comment sticks. Sullivan Gold Brady have ruined this club. Anything they touch turns to shit. These owners don't deserve this fan base. Straight facts. 100%, mate. 100%. Oh my God, Areola's just saved us again. There's another goal at Wolves. And Brentford look like they've gone 2-0. My God, I'm watching the goal that's just scored from Brentford, but Wolves look awful. I thought we were look bad. I remember Wolves beat West Ham this season. Remember they've beat us in the cup. Oh my God, ball in. Goes over the top of Alan's head. Areola clicks. How do I make the last 5 minutes exciting? See, as a fan at the Etihad, I reckon you fucking hate it. I reckon they've been spoiled so much that being a fan at the Etihad must be so fucking boring. Every time I watch Man City, man, the fans just look like they're so bored. And every time I watch a game of West Ham Man City, I'm actually so bored. And I'm not even jesting. Jesus Christ. Penalty at Molyneux. Penalty at Molyneux. Bowen. Myers. Wilson headed over the top. Walker Peters. We're going to be live after the game anyway to give you our opinion. Oh, Lord. Five minutes of stoppage time. I tell you what, I'd rather watch Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua in a boxing match. Wolves got the penalty. I get by the fact it's taking so long as Wolves probably missed the penalty. And they saved it. Another goal at Bournemouth. Man City in the West Ham box. Cleared from West Ham. Burnley have equalised against Bournemouth. Broa. Remember Broja? Armando Broja. Armando Broja. Nearly a goal from Man City. Remember, we're going to be, I think we are actually live on the highlights review show. We will be, live to talk about this game. So you're more than welcome to come over and have a chinwag with us. Comes Man City again. Haaland for his hat trick. Oh, he just goes wide. You all right? Ready? Okay. Yes, I am talking while we're on live because West Ham are boring. So.
What's the score does?
Ferry, it's 3-0. Haaland nearly scored a hat trick, which wasn't great.
How much scores has Haaland scored?
2. Jeepers. Jeepers. Weepers. Creepers.
You drink rum?
No. Yes. Why?
I don't think I've ever seen you drink rum.
What do you know what rum is? West Ham on the attack. Go on, West Ham. Coins. Come across and see us on the review show. Come and get your opinion on. Come on. Don't be worrying about that. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. He's blowing the whistle. There you go. That's the end of the game. Oh man, that was torture, to be honest with you. So, listen, we're already live on the review show, so jump across there and get your opinions in the chat. Thank you for sticking through. I know I'm being really sorry, but I had a suspicion I would be bored senseless from this game. So come across on the review show, join me and Russ, and get your opinion in the chat. You'll get transferred across, and yeah, we'll go from there. Come on, you Irons.